There's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang.
Hey. Hey everyone. Why is my camera not on? Hang on a minute. I welcome this new cameraless approach to streaming. I, for one, don't want to use the camera I've bought because it's too impressive. Why is this not working? USB video device. Sure. Right, we'll do that. Oh, it's gone. It's just plain gone. Right, we're unplugging and we're replugging. Okay. In and out. It's fucking with the sound because of the USB port.
Oi!
What?
Earl Grey.
I love an Earl Grey, love, ain't you? Here I am. Hello. Oh, and I'm wearing the shirt that with the green screen only shows the kitty cats. It's a good effect. Hello everyone. Pedal, Tim Darling, why are you invisible? The USB protocol is not powerful enough apparently to not have to constantly be unplugged and replugged into my computer. No good reason. Not unplugged it, nothing's changed, but sometimes it's just like I don't like it. Roy.
She was gonna have a nap, but then she ate Ben and Jerry's, so she's
Got
having
Ben
a
and
sugar
sugar
rush.
rush.
Oh, look, I can dance like that lady.
Hang on, wait.
I'm dancing like a lady.
Is this how you think ladies dance?
That's how the lady was dancing in the background. Did you not see her? This one. She was doing this. See?
Oh yeah, sort of a wavy arm.
See, I didn't make it up.
Okay, Amy, I'm
Hi.
sorry. I didn't mean to imply that you couldn't dance like a 17th century sex worker. I apologise.
Sir.
I apologise.
Maybe get Jenny Housewick involved again.
I won't. Hello, everyone. Yes, the Only Cats shirt. Right. What were we doing? Save the child to access Kenway's fleet to collect your reals. Emerging opportunities. Can't remember where I was in the Okay. I can't remember. Oh, hang on. Is this actually the save we were working from, because I appear to have like double blunderbusses and stuff I don't really remember. Sequence 1. Okay, yep. 2. Yes, I remember the Duncan Walpole thing.
Hey, Tim, guess what? Well, you know how I'm spending yet another day in deep diving into the world of Hangman Adam Page.
Yes.
I'm actually using a cowboy pencil whilst I do it, and I didn't even realise.
Please stop whisking my beard with the cowboy
that
pencil.
cowboy
It's starting to
shit got
tangle.
stuck. Chat, would you like me to tell you the story of Hangman Adam Page? It
No,
will take
no
many
one
hours.
says. No one says yes.
It will take so many hours. I have visual aids.
They're stuck to our TV unit.
Visual aids.
Yeah, I think this is a different save. Yeah, but I haven't looked in a Mayan temple. Hang on, right. Quit.
I don't have ADHD.
Quit
like
to main
Tim,
menu. I am trying to work out which save to use.
But this is from the time when I decided that I was going to do animation for 5 minutes, and I drew an entire storyboard and cut out some bits of card and then never did anything. Because it was too hard.
But there appears to be only one save file, so I don't really understand. Can I help you?
Tim is still under the illusion that you're all here for him.
I don't know. I don't care what they're here for. I'm just trying to work out why I can't remember this bit of the story, and whether or not I've made a mistake. Well, no. I think what's happened is the saves are different to the one. Where did we get to? Hang on. I can go onto my old Twitch and find the last time I played Assassin's Creed.
Would you like me to leave?
I'd love it actually, because I'm trying to work something out, and you keep.
To be doing my
You're meant to be
goddamn
doing
work.
something, and you keep walking in and just sort of talking at me. Talk to chat over your own phone. Right. Where the fuck did we get to? Here, was it this game? That's Senua. When was the last time we played? Pirate time, pirate time, pirate time. Oh shit. Clips. Oh my god, you are the worst to navigate. Highlights. Sorry about this, everyone. You're gonna have to deal with the fact that I'm just doing admin. Highlights. 1st of September. Oh my god, I haven't done any highlights since September. Late Night Noir. So the last thing I did was Tim's birthday stream on the 1st of September. Oh shit. Finding out live on air that I hadn't highlighted since September, and I thought I'd highlighted it in October. Okay, hang on all. Have I not highlighted since the Goblins fundraisers? No, surely not. Hello, Bonsai Gem. Thank you very much for subscribing. Good times and all. But actually, so now Tim's admin now so as Tim admins, how's everyone been? And Lovejoy, you have? Yeah, I remember right. Yeah. So why is the model making? The problem is the way Twitch lets you view things is, I'm going to shock you, fucking awful. Like, really fucking awful. Like, it's really hard to tell what's something you've highlighted, what's something that's a clip, what's something that's just a past broadcast that's been saved. Yeah, Tim's birthday stream. First time. All of these are saying the last time I did it was 1st of September, but I swear to Christ I have. Well, I've done the last one. So that one isn't going to disappear tonight, and I'll do the rest later. Yeah, I mean, I am clicking on the highlight section. Problem is, I'm looking at it through the video production view, which is where I'm. Yeah, Tim, you did. So why is it in the video production? I'm video producer, highlights, and the last one that's highlighted is Tim's birthday stream with Martin, Perry, and Amy chained together. If I go back to the front end of Twitch, because for some reason they're completely separate websites. Go to channel. Go to channel. Fuck me. I'd like to go to the channel, please. I wouldn't like to watch the live video. I'd like to go to the channel. Why can't I view clips from your side? I can't view clips from the client side. If I go to channel, it shows this live. Great. Clips here? Popular clips. No. Videos. There we go. Fuck me. Highlights. Sort by date. No, at least according to this, I haven't done anything for ages. Can you? Goblins is just ahead for some reason. What do you mean Goblins is just ahead? Oh, that one. Dramatic reading of My Immortal. Yeah. No, maybe I just haven't. I just fucking haven't. Oh, there we go. Well, I know what I'm doing tonight. What a fun way to... You did a week ago. It says 2 months ago here. Highlights. Past broadcast, yeah. I don't know. I don't know why I'm seeing highlights, and the last highlight I can see is 2 months ago, but that's what I'm seeing. Because for me, the latest week, and that's highlights, right? What? Why is this the case? Everyone check. What is the last thing I highlighted? There's a start. Maybe, you know, this stream is many struggles deep. Or struggles. Oh no, my struggles. Yeah, for some reason my loaded game is not the one I think it is. I'm definitely playing the right Assassin's Creed, right? This is Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Oh my god, it doesn't even let me Windows. I have to do Task Manager. Yeah, Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Last played today. It did update just before I started. Oh my god, did it like cloud upload my save and fucking nobble me? Karen, I'm only seeing things from 2 months ago as well. Well, my highlight still says My Immortal reading is the most recent. No, I don't know, Pentel. I agree with you. I thought Pentel, oh my god, motherfucker, I know what happened. What's happened? What's happened, Pentel? Explain it to me. Because I feel like two things are simultaneously giving me false memories, and it makes me very angry because I hate it when I don't know what's going on and why my memory doesn't match up with reality. I react with violence when this happens. What has happened, Pentol? The suspense. Highlights doesn't let it be open on its own anymore, at least not on the phone. If you say view all, it puts the videos together like past broadcasts and highlights. Oh, good. default. Filter by default. Recent broadcasts. Recent highlights. All videos. You cannot independently highlight place. Cool. Alright, well, I'll just do that tonight. I don't think we've lost anything. I've highlighted the first. Highlight then Tim. Yeah, I will. I've done one. I've done the one that would disappear today if we didn't do anything, which is the first train model making. But yeah, the fact that it gives you like a stupid mixed list, so you're trying to highlight things and it just sort of puts it to the top and then you can see it again as a broadcast and a highlight. It's fucking stupid. Yeah. But I don't know what to do about this. I really don't. Like, because there's no like load game. There's just continue. And it's Pyrote Roy. No, it has to be. It's Pyrote Roy, which we made for this stream because it's a Roy thing. So this is my most recent playthrough. Maybe I just did more than I remember. But I certainly don't. What have I got? I do remember this thing about, is it Edward's upgrades? Yeah, upgrades for some reason is a. Maybe I just did more than I thought. Yeah, I've got a pair of bulky blood. Yeah, maybe I'm just being stupid. 331, 333, 353, and 553. Maybe it gave me some stuff. Ooh. Okay. Oh, right. Okay, right trigger is. Yeah. Maybe I'm just being a silly little goose. Pentel, I think we did lose one stream for that, can't? Yeah. Well, none of us can remember. It can't have been that good. Oh, you do remember me doing the first temple thing. I was showing the puzzle by James Kidd. Oh, I was. I'm just being a fucking idiot is the unfortunate thing here, lads. Yeah. I'm just being a real numpty. Oh! I just realised something. I need to leave. I need to leave and pick up some pottery because I forgot. Oh shit. Right. Well, this was just a test run. I'm gonna go out for, I want to say, like 12 minutes to pick up some pottery from a pottery painting cafe that's a few minutes down the road, and then I'm gonna come back and start streaming again. Okay, well, buckle up, everybody. Amy's gonna talk to you about Hangman Adam Page, or Angyman Adam Age. He's so angry. Right, I'm just waiting for Amy to. Maybe Juno never changed. King of Age Station, my guy. Look, this is my entire life. Is just this stuff.
Have I got time to get my visual aids?
I don't know. Let
me fetch my. Can you move those so that I can put my laptop down?
Yes, do you remember this wobbles?
Yeah, it's fine. I need my visual aids.
Amy's getting visual aids. I'm going to drink this cup of tea very quickly. 71 Penguins, my stream froze. Why are we laughing at Tim? Because I need to go and pick up pottery from a pottery painting cafe that I went to with my friends as part of a work leaving do thing. I've just realized I took a sip of that. That tea's so hot, it will be still hot when I come back.
I kind of need a wee, which means this is going to be even more manic than it would otherwise be. Oh, my knee does not like me today. Okay.
Please be careful with
all 1 second, friends. I'm getting my PowerPoint open.
Please be careful with all the keyboards, because the keyboards have hotkeys, and if you press the wrong one, you will end the stream or load the game or something. So just
Like you've just died in the game like 5 times by the time you get back, and I haven't even
that
noticed.
doesn't bother me too
Hi
much.
everyone. Does anyone other than Firefly actually know anything about wrestling? You're my practice audience because this is partly something that I'm putting together for rehearsals tomorrow. Because I'm making wrestling puppetry at the minute. It's very fun. Okay, cool. This is going to be a really, really geeky intro into wrestling. It's also worth saying that the people who were involved in this storyline might be like, wow. Oh, where's the camera? I'm very blurry. Why am I so blurry?
Oh, because I've got up and need to try to refocus. Hang on.
It's alright.
Got him?
No. I don't want to be blurry. Especially when I'm showing pictures. Ooh, wobbles. There we go. Okay, cool. Okay, are we ready for Amy's geeky take on wrestling? Okay. So traditionally, I thought he was coming back to say something, but he's just doing something. Oh, you're making me big. Thank you. Are we all ready for this education? Traditionally, professional wrestling storylines can be seen as morality plays. What is a morality play, you say? Well, morality plays are, this is a hard word to say when you have brain fog, allegorical, which means that the characters represent different qualities or ideas or like emotions or temptations and things. And it was a way of teaching moral lessons to the population through theatrics. Now, this isn't always followed now, but it can happen, and that's good because they're fun. And they have very serious themes that are offset by moments of farce. So, this is Hangman Page, Hangman Adam Page, kind of see-through because of the green screen. He doesn't look like that anymore. He's gone a bit bad and evil now. But at this point, look at that sweet little guy. That sweet little guy is not going to do anything wrong. He's the good guy. And the good guy in wrestling is called a face or a baby face. And the audience is meant to see themselves in the face or the baby face. And ideally, you want them to be thinking at every point that he makes a decision in the storyline, what would I have done then? What are the different things he could have done? So that's what your aim is. You want the audience to see themselves in him. And his main storyline, which took 3 years to tell when he first joined AEW, when AEW first started, was about his fear of failure getting in the way and causing him to get in his own way of his own goals and ambitions. And in some ways, and this is my interpretation, he very much represented AEW, All Elite Wrestling, which was this new promotion, in the fact that that's exactly what they were trying to do. They were trying to do something new and different, and they had to kind of just go at it and not worry about failing and realize that they were going to make mistakes along the way and just try and be them and do what they were doing. And that often happens is that the promotion and its relationship to the wrestlers will mimic society in some way. So the moral of the Hangman Adam Page storyline, and at this point I'm going to let you know that his nickname is Anxious Millennial Cowboy. During this storyline, that was his nickname. He was the Anxious Millennial Cowboy. The moral of his story, by the time we got to the end, is that it's okay to fail as long as you pick yourself back up and try again, and that failure is necessary for growth. But also, it's about his relationships with other people, and that the right people will support you, whether you're failing or succeeding, and they want you to do well for you. They want you to be happy. That's the main thing that they're looking for. So those are kind of the morals. So if we go back to the start of the morality play idea, the other characters represent particular ideas or particular concepts. So we have some other people in this story. We have FTR, Forever the Revival. These guys are basically the snake in this story. These guys are the temptation. They're the catalyst. They're the ones that send everything going wrong. And they represent avoiding your problems. And in this case, the avoidance of the problems is with this guy getting very into alcohol. Alcohol to avoid his insecurities, alcohol so he doesn't have to deal with his problems with his friends. Their avoidance. There's this guy looking very evil. This guy is Kenny Omega. And he kind of represents the dangers of comparing yourself to others and of leaning into and listening to your ego. His character very much changes throughout this storyline from good guy to bad guy. And ego and arrogance sort of become what he represents. And then there's these guys. They're the Young Bucks. They're very fun when they are heels. They're a tag team. And they kind of represent the dangers of, or represent bad friendships, toxic friendships. So again, they don't start off that way. Everyone starts off as good guys. But they're kind of representing toxic loyalty. And the idea of, loyalty comes before all else, even if you disagree with the thing at the heart of it or the things your friends are doing. And then finally, there's this bunch. This is the Dark Order. And they come in at the end to help out Hangman Adam Page. And they represent acceptance. They accept him fully for who he is. And that comes out in the storyline. So like I said, this storyline took 3 years to tell. And it follows a 3-part structure of a morality play. The first part is the temptation. Our good guy, who represents the audience, is tempted by some kind of moral evil. Then the fall, consequences of that temptation. And then finally the redemption, where he redeems himself and finds his way back to who he truly is. And then there's a bit there that I don't need to tell you guys about because it's more about what the puppeteers are going to be doing in my show. So these guys, Kenny Omega and Hangman Adam Page and the Young Bucks, they are a group called The Elite. And before AEW even existed, these guys had been a group around the world in indie promotions, in New Japan Pro Wrestling, in Ring of Honor. So they've been a group for quite a long time. Kenny Omega was the darling of the independent circuit. The Young Bucks had been tag team champions all over the world. So Hangman Adam Page was kind of the lowest ranking member as such, or at least he saw himself that way. The others all had successes, and they all had a level of confidence that he didn't see in himself. The other three, they're also all executive vice presidents of All Elite Wrestling. So they're kind of higher up than him on the totem pole in that organization as well. So they're friends, they've been friends for a long time, but they're in a bit of a shaky place because they've all got different values and they've all got different goals and they're all kind of going after their own thing. And they're all clashing with each other a little bit. And that's kind of where they start. Oh, Sam, he went to pick up some pottery because of course he did. So I hijacked the stream and started talking about wrestling because why wouldn't I? I could tell you the really long story. I don't know how long he's going to be. I want to show you how long this friggin' story is. I wrote it out. That's the length of the whole story. So, well, I might as well. We'll see how far we get. So they're a group. At the first press conference, when All Elite Wrestling is formed, Hangman Adam Page stands up and he's like, I'm going to be your champion. I'm going to finally realize all my goals. I'm going to live up to the rest of my group. And he gets into the championship match to become the first ever AEW champion. And he asks the Young Bucks to come and be at ringside for him. And they're like, oh, we're really busy. We have a tag team match and we run this place. And he's like, oh, no, it's fine. I can do it by myself. But he doesn't really believe it. Because he doesn't really believe in himself. He loses and it knocks his confidence. And it pushes him further away from his group, and he says, "Oh, I want to leave. I want to go and prove myself on my own." And they go, "No, you can't leave. Loyalty is more important than anything." And he's like, "Okay, I guess I'll stay. I'll form a tag team with Kenny Omega, but my heart's not really in it. I'm going to be a bit of an asshole because I don't really care." And he starts drinking. And he's feeling insecure, and he's not doing what he wants to do, and he wins a championship, and he's like, "This should make me happy," and it doesn't. 71 Penguins, there's a whole different storyline with this guy. If you're on that line of They Should All Kiss. Him and Ibushi. Look up The Golden Lovers. It's a 20-minute video on YouTube. It's amazing. If you want to see that. So at this point, these guys come in. FTR, and what they really want is the tag team championship, and these two are the tag team champions. So they hatch a little planny plan, and they make friends with this guy, and they're like, "Oh, we like drinking. Your friends are rubbish that they don't want to drink with you. Why don't they support you?" And he's like, "Oh, thanks guys. Let's all go and drink together." And whilst they're drinking together and becoming friends, and these guys are getting increasingly angry at Hangman for drinking so much and not turning up and not really caring about what he's doing, especially because this guy's teetotal. They manage to convince Hangman Adam Page to sabotage his friends, the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks are on the floor. In their quest to become the tag team champion. So he interferes in their match. He grabs Nick Jackson by the leg and stops him from doing a move. And they lose. They lose their match. And after the match, they come and shout at him, and he's in the bar having a drink. And they're like, "All we ever wanted was to be your friend, but you wouldn't let us because you were too paranoid about the fact that we thought we were better than you, and now you've ruined everything, and we don't actually want to be your friend anymore." And Hangman Page is looking really sad. And there's 2 glasses of whiskey on the bar because he thinks that his new friends are going to come and celebrate with him, but they've got what they need from him now. And they've left him, and he's all alone, and he's betrayed his friends, and he's feeling awful. And so he decides he needs to try and redeem himself. So there's a tag team match between Kenny Omega and Hangman, who are not getting on, and FTR for the World Tag Team Championships. And Hangman's doing everything he can. He's taking every move. He's jumping in Kenny's way and saving him from things. He's kicking out of pins that really should have knocked him flat. Anything he can to try and save his friendship. And in the end, he loses. And there's a moment where he's laying on the floor, and FTR walk up to him, and they put 2 beers next to him on the floor. And he stands up, and he's looking really disheveled. He's unwound by now. He's ruined all his friendships. He's deep into the alcohol. He walks out to every match looking like his soul is leaving his body. And he stands up, and Kenny's lost his patience by now, and he's got like a chair or something, and he's going to hit Hangman with it. And then he thinks, "You're not worth it," and he throws the chair on the floor. And Hangman, who's completely broken at this point, physically and mentally, staggers towards his friend for support, and Kenny just lets him fall on the floor in front of him. And he stands over him, and then he kicks the beer out of the ring, and he walks out. And this guy's just laying there alone, and he's lost all his friends, and he hasn't reached his ambitions, and he's lost his championship. And this is the fall. This is what we call the fall. And then we have the redemption, but I don't know if I can tell you the redemption, because Tim's just come back in. Tim, have we got time for the redemption? Okay. So this guy goes a bit evil at this point, and he's like, "I'm gonna be the AEW World Champion. I don't know why I ever held myself back." And Hangman is his competitor in a match to become the #1 contender to get the AEW World Championship. And Kenny's all confident, and he's like, "I'm the best ever. I don't know why I let these people hold me back." And this guy's a drunken wreck. And they have their match, and Kenny of course wins. And he goes on and he cheats. He cheats in his match to win the AEW Championship, cementing him as a bad guy. These guys then win the tag championships, and they become bad guys too. And they form a new elite without Hangman Adam Page. And he's like, "Oh man, all my friends are so much happier and more successful without me. This is really sad." At which point, the Dark Order come in. The Dark Order are awesome. And they're like, hey, Hangman, we actually really like you. We think you're really cool. We want you to be our friend. Look, we bought you a horse. And Hangman's like, sorry, guys, I don't do very well in groups. Like, you'd end up not liking me. Anyway, I'd just ruin it all. And they're like, oh, come on, Hangman, we love you. And Hangman's like, oh, I'll be your friend because you're kind of nice guys, but I can't be in a group. I'm too bad at it. And then what happens is these guys, who are now evil, start attacking these guys. And Hangman finally sort of gets a bit of gumption and he's like, hey, I'm going to stick up for you guys. They can't treat you like that. And so they all have a match against each other and these guys lose. And Hangman blames himself. And the Dark Order are like, we don't care. We're still your friends. We love you whether you win or whether you fail. There's a lesson in that. And this guy's like, I appreciate that, but I need to sort out my issues with the elite on my own. And these guys are like, oh man, why'd you keep being so stubborn about this? At which point these guys come out and they attack Hangman Adam Page and they're like, we hate you. And then the Dark Order come out as if they're gonna like save him, and then they're like, no, he wanted to do this on his own. We have to listen to him. We have to follow his word. We have to respect what he's told us. And they leave him, and he gets really beaten up. And then he disappears for a little while. He disappeared because he was having a baby. So then he disappears off TV for a little while. And then he comes back and he does this promo where he's like, I have a baby. I've realized what's important. And what's important is that, oh, look at all those mugs. Huh? What's important is that you try and that you get back on the horse and you do all that cowboy shit. And like, I care about my friends now. And so at Halloween, and this is where it gets really fever dreamy, Pencil. At Halloween, these guys have a match against these guys. But they're all dressed in fancy dress because it's Halloween. And these guys are dressed as Ghostbusters. And this guy sneaks into the ring dressed as the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, and he attacks the Young Bucks, and then these guys win, and he's like, yay, I defended my friends. And then he's like, oh, I know what's important now, and I believe in myself. And then these two have a match, and he finally wins, and the evil man is vanquished, and these guys come out. And they go to give him a celebratory beer, and he takes it off them and he throws it out of the ring and he gives them a big hug. And then they lift him up on their shoulders and everyone chants, you deserve it. There's a lot more information than all of this. I went very quickly because I knew Tim had things. But you see, he had temptation, he had the fall, and then he had the redemption. That's a wrestling storyline. That's like a morality play.
Yay!
I don't know what happened to these guys. They just kind of disappeared after a while and started having this 80s gimmick that was really cool. We're finished.
It's finished.
I don't know if that made sense to anyone apart from me.
I'm sure people enjoyed that.
But that doesn't matter. It's very warm here. Do you want to show everyone your mugs?
Yeah, I do.
I thought you were just going to bring them in.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll move.
So,
Because I want to see them too.
Me and...
Vivacious Fixation says, this is like sports anime, but in real life-ish. Yeah, that's a pretty good description of wrestling.
So we went to pottery painting, and my friend Millie made this Heartstopper themed one. Hi. Heartstopper. You'd be shocked. Quite a big fan of Heartstopper.
Mm.
Amy May, who I think is probably the artsiest of us all,
Ooh.
made this one that says, my tummy hurts and I'm mad at the government. And then there's this little guy. And there's also a little blobber. He's green, so you can't see him very well, but he's at the bottom of the mug.
Can I see him so I can see? Oh, he is very green.
Very green, which is why he's going.
Yeah. It's going black. Oh, it's going see-through.
And I held that up as if you'd be able to see you through it, but that's not how green screens work. You can see the game through it, but you're on the camera in the real world, so it doesn't work.
Do you know that's really cool?
This is my one, which says, cut him, you ponce, on it. The bottom is a yellow that has too much green in it, so it's really struggling to go on here, but I just carved it out, and then right on the bottom You can just about see a little tiny knife. Yeah, makes it quite a nice orange. We made mugs.
That's Brody Lee.
Oh, that's Brody Lee.
R.I.P. Brody Lee.
Did he die? Oh, he was the one who died of
He had the lung condition.
lung condition. Right, I'm gonna go put this
He
in the
was
kitchen.
the exalted one.
And then it's time for... that's great.
I've got to try and write up the rest of this and find clips for all of it. That's what I'm doing right now. Little wrestlers. You can't see because obviously the green screen messes it up, but I printed them out on our computer at home and they're all kind of purple. And it's kind of colour corrected actually by the green. But like they look kind of normal on the screen. They don't look purple.
Come on, you.
Bye. Being kicked out.
Thank you for filling.
I had fun.
Oh, is the window open?
I can't put weight on that knee properly.
The window isn't open. Why is the window open?
Sam would like to be let in.
Oh, we can let Sam in.
Ask Sam if he watched all the horror that I sent him on Instagram.
Right. Oh. The ear cups are so hot. You have such a hot head. She's hot-headed. Right. So let's first of all pop this back. Down here. Then turn it off. Then launch Discord. Let him in. Let Sam in. Guys, you will not believe this, but Discord is updating. And messing with the audio drivers. Again, it doesn't sound like Discord, but here we are. Oh, I tried to start a video call. It's having a big think about that. It's not sure if it would like to start a video call. Oh, there we go. It's now open to the concept of a video call.
Hello.
There is Sam. Hello, Sam. How are you?
Hello.
Your
curtains. Stream. That was very weird
That
for a
was-
second there.
You got double.
There were two Tims talking to me at once.
Double trouble. Double the fun, though, I've always had. Your
Yep.
green screen is all crunked up over on your
Oh,
left-hand
it is.
side.
It is. A certain little boy decided to
What?
try and make a nest out of it.
What?
He was like, "Oh, comfy green screen."
And let us know how the mix is, everyone. I think Sam was probably a little louder than me there. Pentel, I like it more if the double means with Sam rather than two Tims. How dare you? How dare you? Pentel says he's
Why is it so
fine with
dim?
double. Why is it so dim? Oh, there we go.
There we go.
There it is. Pentel saying double is fine as long as it's two Sams, not two Tims. So I feel pretty hurt for a start.
Hurtful.
Yeah, very hurtful. Yes, let us know how the sound mix is between me, the game, and young Sam. How are you, Sam?
Hello. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
All right. You went mug painting, did you?
Yeah, I'm mug painting, mate. I made a mug.
painting.
I made a mug that says "Cut him, you ponce." And then I looked it up, and it turns out that the word "ponce" is one of the ones where it's either fine or not fine, depending on who you
Yeah, yeah.
ask. Because it's the same root as like Ponzi. You would say, I went to a Ponzi restaurant, and nobody would be like, what did you say?
Sure.
And it means sort of like fancy, but it could also mean effete and womanly. And you'll be shocked that calling things effete and womanly has been used in homophobia in the past in the English language. I know.
Is it?
It doesn't sound right, does it?
Those homophobes are not creative.
They're not. They're not. But mostly it's from like, sort of like Cockney gangsters being like, cut him, you ponce. And that's what I'm referencing. And I just think I'm hoping that it's so obscure and oblique that nobody's going to be like, what's on your mug? It's probably staying in my house. But there we go.
Yeah, it's fine.
Hey, in chat,
You
if
can
anyone,
have a problematic mug at home.
if anybody in chat's like, I can't believe you said the word ponce, let me know. If everyone else is like, I've never heard this word, I don't know what it is, you're too English, then I think we're probably fine. But let me know.
All right. So in
Karen. You've heard it here first. Homophobes, not creative. Yes, Sam.
In cryptography, there is you can use part of a thing of doing SOAP headers, which is a way of encrypting XML data.
Soap headers.
Part of the message that you encrypt is the word. I don't really want to say it. It's Ponce, but with an N on the front. instead.
Oh, the one that means you're a sex offender.
Yeah, and this is just like technical. It's just a technical term that's just part of the thing that you use for encryption. But every time I see it, I'm like,
Really?
What? Yeah. Are we still?
We're still doing this, are we? Well, it's a little bit like how oh God, all cables are like, is it a dick or a vagina cable? Like
Exactly,
they're just
yeah.
male and female connectors. That is okay, all right.
Yeah.
Seven Penguins. I only knew the word as a British homophobic word, to be honest. Charlie Boyd and Ponce. The other definition of it was it's the name you give to somebody who profits off of the money of a sex worker. So not the
really?
pimp.
Oh, I've not heard that one.
I don't think it's the same thing as pimp. I think it's somebody who basically just steals from sex workers. Welcome to the English language.
It's a minefield.
It's a mime field. It's a field full of mimes. Right. Okay, I've synchronized though. So why is the little synchronize symbol not going away? Don't know. Karen, I mean, that's also a lot of what pimps do, I think. Yeah, but I also thought pimps were, part of the logistics. Good ones, obviously. Not lazy pimps. Like a good, solid, well-organised pimp.
Yeah.
It's like a project manager, really. Do you think you have to do a Prince 2 certification, but it's called a Pimps 2?
Pimps too, yeah.
Wow, that is
Yeah.
possibly the most tedious business joke I've ever. It's a joke about the Prince 2 project management qualification.
Do you reckon if they're doing stuff for OnlyFans, they have to do Agile instead of Prince?
Wow,
Hmm.
wow,
Okay.
wow.
That was nothing.
Do you think if it's group sex, you have to use the Scrum system rather?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the other one, Sam? There's Prince, ITIL, but ITIL's not
yeah.
fun because that's not project management, but
That's like infrastructure stuff, isn't it?
yeah. I don't know,
Is it?
man.
I don't know.
Observe the church. Elliot Baxter, my arms are so fucking cold. How about 2 long socks placed on them? Like gloves, but
Yeah.
longer. Yeah, don't know what's going on. I'm synchronizing,
So
but
you've
it's
invented
not.
sleeves.
I think my idea is kind of cooler and better than sleeves. I think it is
It
like
is
really,
better.
really cool and better. So I suppose you could call it sleeves, but cool and better. Gee, really ruined my bars, but anyhow, okay, fine. Right, I should do
Sorry, did I
some.
break your flow.
Yeah, just ruined my entire day. Okay. Inkstein Daddy. I keep saying Inkstein Daddy, and it's Inkstein Danny is the name. So, Inkstein Daddy. What the fuck am I doing with my life? Progress tracker. There we go. Okay, I'm in this sequence. Here in the okay, right. Find something. Yes. Okay, I've done this. So I'm here now. So, but that's great. But what's my current objective? Is what I'd like to know.
Yeah.
Okay, I have no
be
current
nice to know.
objective. Main story, nothing. Am I just in purgatory? Harbour Master, General Store, ship in the world. How do I get to the Hey Sam, how do I play this game? How do I get to the objectives?
Go to settings. go to brightness, turn it down to 0,
Okay, yep.
then go to System 32 folder and delete
Okay.
everything in there.
Especially if it's an EXE.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
okay.
then that's it. You're done.
Oh, thanks.
Is that
Right.
helpful?
Yeah, yeah. Well, there's an assassin's contract, so I'll do that and see if that triggers anything.
Has it decided you've just got no current objective, or is it just not telling you what it is?
No, it doesn't really seem to. I think is I'm still in the part of the game where it tries to teach you things, so I don't know if it's like, hey, side mission you could do, and then you do that, and it goes, okay, now you've learned about side missions. They're hiding me stalling it somewhere in town. Okay. Inkstein daddy. Oh yeah, I'm the daddy of Inkstains. Ali Baxter, I'm already wearing a long sleeve button up. You fuck. You fuck.
Well, get another 2 long sleeve button ups and slap them on.
Get 4 button ups. Is the game loud enough, everyone? Can you hear them boys singing? What went duckating? Ah. I'm considering another playthrough of The Witcher 3, Sam.
Yeah.
Because I never completed all of it. I completed Black Blood and Wine, but I don't
Sure.
think I ever completed like all the Skellig stuff. Is it Skellig? The islands?
Oh yeah. That was good. There was some really good missions there. And there was, so what was there? Blood and Wine.
And Stone. What? Stone and
Stone and
Blood and
something.
Stone. There's Blood and Wine, and then there's Stone something.
Have you got a complete? Because you can do like a new game plus.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do a new game plus because although I'd undownloaded it, I think has saved my progress.
Yeah.
Thank you, Firefly, for just subscribing. Instead, 9 months instead of baby, I've had this, which requires the same level of patience and loss of sleep.
Yeah.
What?
Us.
Oh, instead of a baby. I see. I read that as instead of baby, I've had this, which is like a song title or something. No, instead of a baby, I've had this, which requires the same level of patience and loss of sleep. Thank you. Thank you. And the same financial commitment. Right.
How do I just end my turn? Just,
Are you playing XCOM?
I am.
How you doing?
I
Going well?
just, and it's going better than it has. You just have to slow. You have to slow down. You have to think carefully and not rush. And then you'll be okay.
How good are you at slowing down and not rushing and keeping to objectives? How's that
As long
going
as you
for you?
just not well. You just have to. Be a calm clam.
Calm clam. I always thought of you as sort of more of a panicking whelk.
Yeah, a frantic mollusk, if anything. But,
Frolisk. Yeah, I have always struggled with those games. And I really hate it when any of your squad dies, and that's definitely what's going to happen. They will,
So-
somebody will die.
in this one,
Heart of Stone,
It's-
Odin's Pigeons, thank you, it's Heart of Stone.
Thank you. So in this one, you've got all the characters and names, so it's like cut down XCOM quite a lot.
Okay.
It's like stripped down. So the in-between mission stuff is much simpler, which is
Right.
what always put me off XCOM.
Yeah,
It's like,
the sheer amount of
is-
admin.
yeah, because you can basically get a game over on XCOM and not know it for 2 hours.
Yeah, exactly. You are fucked now.
Yeah,
You didn't
you
notice.
didn't get the whatever lab, and that's it for you now. So this doesn't do as much of that, and you can't lose squad members because that's a game over. Like,
Oh, good. Yeah. Because I don't mind, like, you've lost, try again. I just hate the kind of, like, Richard Fucksticks is dead. Sorry, all of that
Yeah.
progress is lost. And as you say, like, yeah, in fact, unfortunately, losing him does kind of mean that you're going to be screwed because you now don't have the experience necessary in the squad. But you won't know that for quite a bit. That's what I hated. Well, no, maybe I'll give Chimera a go then,
Yeah, it's good.
because I like the gameplay.
Because I heard everyone gave it really bad reviews because they just wanted another XCOM.
They wanted
which
that
is-
kind of.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
wanted crunchy, like hard as shit nightmare time.
Yeah, as
and I
opposed
was
to,
like,
would you like a
"That's not-"
turn-placed tactical game that
Yeah.
doesn't punish you hours after you made the actual mistake?
Yeah, just so punishing. The like even the old, that was what the old games were known for. The old
Yeah.
like 90s games were just being incredibly difficult. But
I do like that thing. So it's in many ways harder. Neither of these two approaches are right. They're both approaches. But it's arguably harder to make a game that it is fun without being punishingly difficult than it is
Yeah.
to make a game that is punishingly difficult that people happen to derive fun from because people enjoy difficulty. Like, and
Yeah.
it's very much true that it's hard to make things difficult without feeling difficult in that totally unfair way that makes people just go, oh, well, fuck this, you know. The kind of like really old school platformers where it's like, well, it's just kind of shit and broken and therefore it's
Yeah.
difficult. But like, yeah. But I think it's probably harder to make a game that people go, oh, this one isn't really difficult, but I enjoy myself anyway for other reasons.
Yeah.
But it doesn't get, for some reason, it's like, oh, no. You know, it's the classic harder is more valid sort of a thing.
exactly. Yeah. Which is where the Dark Souls conversation kind of like gets a bit fraught.
Yeah, because they are
Because
clearly good games that people enjoy a great
they're
deal,
good,
but they're
but you can
treated like they've
definitely-
invented a new kind of the best game.
exactly, which is ridiculous. And
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with the argument that they're badly designed if they don't show the player what they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah,
You're not
like
communicating it.
the Dark Souls multiplayer system is the most
Yeah.
oblique. The fact that you have to look it up online.
Yeah, there's
like-
nothing in there that's going to tell you. what's going
There is no, you know, if you're a new player to Dark Souls 3 and it's like, join a multiplayer game, go on, fucking try. You've got to find, you know, the Ember of Whispers, which when you look
Yeah.
it into the inventory is like a glowing orb of darkness, and you're like, cool. And then you've got to sit down at a campfire and eat it whilst holding down Y. And then somebody can join your game, but only if it's past 12 o'clock. And it's like,
Exactly.
why? This isn't the game.
So,
This isn't the game. This is actually a piece of infrastructure around the. It's like if like your controller sort of started melting every time you played. And they were like, "Nah, it's just part of it." No, part of the
That's how
meta
it
game
works.
is the fact that your joysticks stop working whilst you play.
it breaks your system. It
Yeah.
breaks your PlayStation.
Actually, it clones your credit cards if you fail. It's weird. Pentol, I mean, that's what happened with Elden Ring. The makers didn't want to make it an easier difficulty because that one difficulty is the entire experience of the game. I wasn't paying attention and sailed into a sandbar.
Uh-oh. Probably
It
happens
hurt.
a lot.
It hurt
People,
my
old
bar.
Pirates were always hitting sandbars because they were talking about Dark Souls.
It's actually what ended the golden age of piracy. And that in a sense I understand. Will I ever play it? No, but I don't expect them to give me an easier option when the game is literally made to be hard. No, and I'm not saying Dark Souls should be easier to be a better game, because then it's not really Dark. That is what people are going to Dark Souls for, in the same way that I can understand the argument about XCOM being like, well, make a different game because XCOM is this. But it's like, well, in a way they did, because they made XCOM semicolon Chimera. Hello, welcome, this is a different thing. But, you know, people are like, no, I want my XCOM game, and I can't understand the fact that it was probably a different team that made this, and it doesn't take away from the development time of the game I want, because it's a different type of game and probably a different team. Guys, please.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't. Nobody's
There's-
on the other side of that.
There's very rarely a time that game studios like, we developed Grand Theft Auto 6, but we're too busy making Hello Kitty. Like, it's not how it works. They're different. They're different people.
The like in Dark Souls, you've got a boss that everyone runs, the Capra Demon in Dark Souls 1, which is like the point where a lot of people.
The Frank Capra demon. The Frank Capra's It's a Wonderful Life demon.
That's the one, yeah. Which is really difficult.
I'm gonna hit you with my big sword. You
wanna
die? You wanna die? I'll kill you. I'll kill you right here. I'll lasso the moon and smash it to death with it. Sorry, continue.
And the game, apparently, people are like, no, it's fine that the Capra Demon can just kill you in one hit, even if you're blocking, because the game is trying to teach you about poise, which is how easily you get staggered by being hit. And it's a property on some bits of armor and shields and things. But like, there's nothing to draw your attention to the poise stat. It's just hidden away in the menu. There's nothing on the weapons that say, or the armor that says, oh, you know, high poise. It just says, this was given to Lord Brondrick by Lord Flingleflam.
Yeah, and if you find a book that's like the lore of Sir Flingleflam, it's like Sir Flingleflam was famed for his poise. And you're like, oh, exactly. 3 subsystems down. And you know what? In a way, I can understand why that kind of basically escape room game design of like everything is told to you, but like 2 oblique layers over here. That is a way of doing things.
It's not necessarily how I want to play my game.
No.
But yeah, the argument for an easy mode in Dark Souls is usually I think pretty sensible. Like people who need to be able to pause a game or have kids, or for instance,
because with
dog.
Up till now, Dark Souls games make you infertile. So if you play Dark Souls, you can't have kids. It's weird.
You can't have them.
You can't have them.
It zaps.
You know when it's like
your genitals.
It says like agree to the the ELUA agreement. Part of it in there is like, I'm so sorry you don't have kids anymore. It's weird.
And they collect them. They collect all the potential, the energy from potential children that never were born, and use it to make goofy monsters in Bloodborne. That's where they came from.
I often games that won't let you pause them or save, because I understand, like, okay, maybe you want to avoid save scumming, and I have no problem with save scumming. I like save scumming. That's how I play a lot of games. But you could design a game where you can pause at any time because, you know, the fucking door goes, or you have to go and to work. Like, there are so many games that I never played because, like, I don't know if I will need to leave in 15 minutes because I've forgotten something, and I can't bear the idea of just losing loads of time and having to redo it. But you can have a game where you pause and it goes, I'm going to save right here, and when you start again, you can start from right here, and then that save is gone. So basically, it's like I've paused my console and walked away and walked back. There's no way of save scumming that, because if you die, you don't go back to that save. You go back to whatever preordained point there is. I just literally want a way to make the game go, right, we're stopping, we're here, there's just this, and you can come back, but then when you're back, you're here, and like, fine, okay, if you want to sort of
find a save point or something.
Exactly. And there's still all the same kind of risk of losing all of your stuff. But without the whole kind of like, oh, okay, I can just save and have another go and have another go and have another go. Oh, yes, Firefly. Returnal fixed that. You couldn't save if the power went out. I had to start over. They addressed the save. They added a save state of source. Yeah, exactly that. Like, you can't save scum it, but it just means you can at least, you know, go take a shit if you need to without...
Well, it's like with Hideo Kojima, the source of very good ideas, wanted to make a game that if you died in the game, you had to buy it again.
And I mean, I'm sure his investors were like, I like that one.
Yeah, that is a good idea. But no one would let him do that.
No, that's mad.
Fucking stupid.
And I think legally challengeable.
Yeah, it was like, oh, but it gives it a real sense of like stakes for the player. Sure, but that, but then so does, like, gambling. That's gambling. Then you're betting. You are betting on the fact that you won't die, and then if you do, you lose the bet, which is the amount of money you'd need to buy it again. Yeah, that's what that is gambling. That's gambling with some skill. That's playing poker. By any other name.
Yeah,
exactly.
Or betting on darts.
Quite. So that was a stupid.
But you know what? I'm glad he had one.
Karen said, I think the whole "it's meant to be hard" thing is a little silly because just that whatever experience the creator intends is the only experience players can have or even should have. No, once you put it out into the world, everyone is going to experience it in their own way. Welcome to art.
And I'd say like
Well said.
all poetry, like all fucking paintings. Like most painters wouldn't be
Definitely
like,
all.
no, you're enjoing the scream wrong. You haven't got it right. You're looking at it incorrectly. They would be like, no, it's about what you take from it. That's massively the point. Edvard Munch is on my side, I say.
Tyro Brand made a good point about video games are the only art form that tests you to allow progression. Like,
Yeah, were you
there's no
listening
point
to
in
the
book.
tutorial?
There's no point in a book where it's like, right, name all the characters and where they're from. Otherwise, you can't keep reading the book
Yeah, just snap shut.
because that would be insane.
Yeah, people wouldn't have it. Uh-oh. Bracing. I'm bad at fighting boats.
About blokes.
Oh, great at fighting blokes. And lads. Blokes and lads, absolutely. Can do.
Right, now we'll get rid of this stupid pile.
I hit the shore. I wasn't paying attention and I hit the shore. And I've died. Shit. I wasn't paying attention and I sailed into the shore. And now I've died. And now I have to have another go.
That's why we don't let you have a
I
boat.
like the screen effect when you die in Assassin's Creed games.
The sort of the red and crunchiness.
Yeah, and it goes all wibbly wobbly
Yeah.
with lines.
And it's basically... Oh. Oh, hang on. What? Is that my boat? Oh, okay. It's basically just helped me out. It just said, you've docked. I was trying to defeat a ship and I died, and it was like, no, you know what? Ignore the ship. Just go and capture the fort. So, fair enough.
Don't worry about it.
Bye, Vivacious Vexation. I love it too much. The idea of a game that you have to buy again if you die is actually so interesting, but only if the intention is to critique pay-to-win gaming capitalism. It's true. And people don't like critiques that cost them actual money.
No. And Hideo Kojima, I don't know if it's kind of a mess.
Yeah. And look,
He's a
you're
very interesting person, but
you'd be really sad if he wasn't involved in making games because you need a mess sometimes.
yeah.
You need some messy bitches, but that doesn't mean that everything he thinks is good.
He does. He just has so many ideas, and the games are so slick as well. Like, it wasn't just Konami. Like Death Stranding was so slick and polished looking. Like whatever else you thought about that game.
Oh,
it
well
was-
made,
it
beautiful.
was well put together.
And my favourite thing about it was wandering through the beautiful landscapes.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
gameplay and story, I don't know, man. I don't know. Not I don't like. I don't know.
I don't know. No,
I don't know,
exactly.
man.
What were you supposed to think? Like, there's a guy called Die Hardman,
There's a guy called Die Hardman.
and what were some of the characters? What were the characters?
One of them was Guillermo del Toro, just actual Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah.
Hi there, Sam Ray.
Hello. How you doing?
What makes you think that I'm going to watch a reel that you've sent me where the still image says things I didn't want to see but were sent to me, so now you've got to see it? Why would I play that? Why?
Just quickly watch all of it. Just quickly.
This is a quick, just
Just quickly do it. Just do it, though. Just do it.
Just
quickly have a little
quickly
watch.
watch.
It looks
the whole
so
thing.
creepy, Sam.
Just don't worry about it. and,
Everything about that still image says no, don't do this.
it's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, there's Guillermo del Toro played a guy called Dead Man,
Dead Man. Yep.
and then Nicholas Winding Refn played Heartman, or Hartman, which is actually just a name, but next to
Yeah,
all the
Phil
others
Hartman.
it's missing with Hartman, but with Heart. Anyway, then there's Die Hardman.
We offered a reward for the sage's recapture.
There's Deadman and Die Hardman.
Who found him.
And Fragile.
His gold is his
Yep,
ransom.
Fragile.
Who found him?
And then there's also
and then
Downward.
Mads
Is it Downward
Mikkelsen's
Spiral?
character- the Downward Spiral. Yeah,
By the name of
Cliff.
Atlantis.
Mads Mikkelsen's character is just called Cliff.
It's Cliff.
Just Cliff.
Oh, we all like Cliff.
This story, Torres,
So, you know,
and we want
normal
to help
stuff.
you finish it.
Um,
But we're going to do it our way, using you
weird guy.
and your gold.
Weird guy. Weird guy. But then again, you know, his main character from his biggest series is called Solid Snake. First name Solid, second name Snake, which is a reference to Snake Plissken, I believe.
Yeah. Well, it's, yeah, Snake Plissken, and then in Metal Gear Solid 2, Snake calls himself Iroquois Plissken. For some reason.
For some
So,
reason.
Yeah, it's just, and the original artwork for the 1987 Metal Gear games was just Mel Gibson. It was just a one-to-one.
Until like Mel
Picture
Gibson
of Mel Gibson.
sued for his image rights, and they were like, I have to make some adjustments, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Firefly stands on soapbox as Death Stranding is my favourite game of all time. Takes deep breath, sighs in too much to explain, and steps down and walks off. He's like,
It's
I am
It's just so
so
much.
glad that it exists, and I had a good time
yeah.
with the bit that I played. And then I stopped playing, probably, I want to say, good 15, 16 hours in, which is the length of some other actual full games, having made probably very little progress in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah,
And when
not
I'm
even
glad I
scratched
played
the
that.
surface.
I enjoyed the bit where the music played and I walked through sort of blasted Nordic scenery.
Mm.
And there we go. I wore a baby. There we go. Good stuff.
Wore a baby, carried some boxes.
Was absolutely terrified of the Death Stranding horrible floating skeletons. Yeah, that was good.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
good enemy design. That's a good terrifying
It was
enemy that
so
I've not come across
creepy.
before. Terrifying, fucking terrified me. And again, like that element of it made me. I don't really like being scared that much. Having said that, I am actually going to go see a horror film tonight. Sam, I actually never asked you. Sam, would you like to go to the cinema? I've already
I
booked my
would.
ticket.
I don't
But
know. I think Aaron and I have got plans. I think, but
yeah, but surely you can cancel on air and come to the cinema with me. Sure.
I think.
Yeah.
What are you going to go see?
Heretic, the new huge Grant film,
Huge grants.
where I think it's two like Jehovah's Witnesses come to his door and he's like, absolutely, come on in, and then very quickly he's like, you shouldn't have come in. I'm going to test
You
your
shouldn't
faith
have
with my
come."
horrible house. Yeah.
Oh no, that's interesting. I will rain check.
Rain check, mate.
That does sound good though.
I'm
Yeah,
trying
should
to
do
see
cinema
more
again,
horror
that's fun.
films. Yeah. I'm just trying to see horror films when they come out. I quite like seeing horror films. I never ever used to watch horror films because I don't like watching horror films at home, and I found
Yeah.
watching them at the cinema is good, and I don't like watching them at home.
That's interesting. Because I almost watch exclusively horror films. I think at the start of the pandemic,
Yeah.
we just needed to feel
Feel something,
something.
anything.
But yeah. But then I've only seen a couple. Like, what we went to see the Devil,
Late Night with the Devil.
the Devil, Late Night with the Devil. That's
The
what it's
Devil, the
called.
Devil, the Devil, Late Night with the Devil, and baby, it's show business time.
It was a rip-roaring musical.
Yeah.
watched that again actually with Erin, who really enjoyed it, and
It's good. Anything,
works,
anything.
it bears a rewatch.
It bears. Oh, it does stand up because some things you're like,
Yeah.
yeah, that was fun when I didn't know what was going on, and then I watched it again. I'm like, ah.
No, it really it stands up, and there's like some nice little bits that I was like, yeah, nice little bit of foreshadowing there.
A little bit of foreshadowing.
Lovely little bit of
little
foreshadowing.
bit. Pentel, I loved how so many of my friends tried to convince me that Metal Gear Solid was a serious game series, and then I had to listen to them explain dance scenes and how Snake isn't Snake because it's a clone, but actually a person who is surgically changed, but actually.
and Revolver Ocelot. So I remember telling someone. I was
Sorry,
like,
Revolver Ocelot. Sorry, Sam, what the fuck did you just say to me? Revolver Ocelot.
So
I can't.
there's
You're
a
not allowed.
character-
You're not allowed to do this. Actually, this is actually illegal.
So the first Metal Gear Solid, which is where like not all of the lore started, but a lot
Yeah.
of the lore is concentrated. There's the first two games. There's Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2, which were like on the NES or something.
So Solid sort of was added as like a Metal
Yeah.
Gear, but instead of a number, it's the
But
word
the
Solid,
character, I
and then
think-
they were just like, oh, we're keeping this.
Yeah.
Shit,
and
that
then
thought is gonna murder
I
me.
think the character was always called was called Solid Snake. Anyway, so
Oh,
in the
shit.
in Metal Gear Solid, the group of enemies is called Foxhound. They're like a military unit called Foxhound, and they all have animal code names.
Right.
So they're all called like
Someone drew the real
descriptor.
fucking short straw if one of them's therefore called Ocelot.
there's
Tiger.
There's, what is it?
Beast.
The-
Ocelot.
Because Solid Snake was part of that group. He was
Sure.
part of Foxhound.
Fine.
He got he got Snake, which is like,
Yeah.
and then you've got all the different rankings for generally how well you do on a mission. I think anyway on various missions. So you got Vulcan Raven,
Vulcan
Revolver Ocelot.
Raven. Velvet Ocelot.
Revolver Ocelot, Vulcan Raven, Decoy Octopus. Say them out loud. I haven't said these names out loud for so long.
It's fucking
Decoy
stupid.
Octopus.
Decoy Octopus.
Liquid Snake. who
Liquid
is
Snake.
a clone. Solid Snake and Liquid Snake are both clones of Big Boss.
Of Big
But-
Boss. Oh, of course, Big Boss.
He's called Big Boss.
Is it
who-
because he's the big boss by any chance?
he's the Big Boss? That's the code name he gives himself. No, he gets given the code name Big Boss
Because he's
after
in
he
charge.
completes Operation Snake Eater. Because oh my god.
So
Just
much
saying it
money
out.
has been spent on all of this.
Yeah. Oh, and it's so insane. God, I can't even. Right. Anyway, so so Liquid Snake dies at the end of Metal Gear Solid. He dies at the end of the first game, and then Revolver Ocelot cuts off Liquid Snake's arm and
Sure.
attaches it to himself because Revolver Ocelot's arm got cut off by Grey Fox.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Who's the cyborg ninja.
Yeah,
and-
sure. He's a
'Cause of
cyborg.
course-
He's a cyborg ninja.
He's a cyborg ninja.
And despite the fact that we have established that cyborg ninjas exist, therefore cyborg technology exists, therefore he could have a robot arm. He's like, no, I'll cut off the clone arm and have that one actually, because that'll be easier.
It'll be easier. But then he also, by the time Metal Gear Solid 4 rolls around, he has, through hypnosis and nanomachines, he has like supplanted his own personality with that of
the two big technologies.
yeah, because Hideo Kojima writes a game by going to a random Wikipedia page, reading the first paragraph, and then just going, like, I get it.
yeah. I don't think
get
I
it
need
now.
any more.
Oh, so the clones. So Solid Snake and Liquid Snake are clones of Big Boss, but Solid Snake has all the recessive genes, and Liquid Snake has all the dominant genes, which
That's
not
how that works.
That's not how you get.
You
a
don't have two
human being out the
children
end of
and
it.
you get one with recessive and one with. That's not you. They would both have the same because the whole
would
point of
have
a
the same.
recessive gene is that it is either overridden by a non-recessive gene or so.
Yeah. So, but that's like that is presented as a like revelation and a fact. it's so funny.
This is
And then-
illegal.
So, yeah, by Metal Gear Solid 4, Revolver Ocelot has supplanted his own personality with Liquid Snake's personality. Sort of.
Sort of.
But he's also, like, he goes in and out of it, I think. Metal Gear Solid 4 wasn't very good. And in Metal Gear Solid 2, the last boss in that is Solidus Snake, who is another clone of Big
He's a
Boss,
Roman
who is
legionnaire, though.
The president of the United States. Is
No,
a clone
sorry.
that nobody
Sam,
recognizes.
you said it wrong. It's President of the United Snakes.
It's the president. I wish he was president of the United Snakes. So
Snakes'
he's
rights,
the-
guys. Snakes' rights. The Civil War was about snakes' rights. Oh dear.
Don't tread on.
As Pentol says, again, this is the law. This is the law people in forums defend with their chests, going, "It's a male game with no woke stuff."
So stupid.
Oh
and
dear.
and then like, so in Metal Gear Solid 5, which was basically unfinished. Yeah, they just didn't finish the game because Konami pulled the plug before.
They still
was
put it
done.
out.
They still put it out unfinished. It's good. It's good. Like the actual gameplay in your hands
Yeah,
is transcendent.
yeah.
Like,
But they
the
just didn't
things
finish the
you can-
plot.
the plot is completely, and it's nonsense. What they did finish is like barely holding itself together.
So it's not unfinished and therefore nonsense. It's nonsense that was unfinished.
Yeah, but it does, and then it just ends like halfway through. People go, well, that's the end of that, I guess.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah. What do you think about this non-Newtonian snake? I'm made of cornflower.
Plasma Snake.
Plasma snake. Thank you very much, Maybe Juno, for subscribing with Prime. They've been subscribed for 26 months. I remembered that Amazon Prime exists, so enjoy the Bezos money. Thank you, and I hope you're not regretting the decision of paying us through this
See how
long-winded
much.
explanation,
You had,
which
'cause I
I'm
had
enjoying
chat-
hugely.
However, Amy was explaining wrestling plot
yeah.
lines, which sound considerably more like considered and thought out.
Oh, they
and
absolutely have to be,
simple.
because things you need to be able to drop in like halfway through a show and kind of get what's going on. So
Yeah.
wrestling
Yeah.
wrestling plot lines have to be played in kind of pantomime level storytelling, because you just
Sure.
need to be able
And
to
it's-
turn to a 6-year-old and
then
say
for-
what's going on.
That's fine. That's great. But Firefly says, "Sorry, you talking about the Phantom Pain?" Yes. The gameplay of the Phantom Pain was amazing. It was the story was laughable and insane.
I got summoned. I heard the word wrestling.
Yeah, no, we were talking about how we were comparing the plot writing in wrestling to something like the Hideo Kojima Metal Gear Solid games, where in the Metal Gear Solid games it's like, well, that guy's a clone of that guy, and he's actually his son, and he took his arm, and he died, but he's not actually really dead. He's actually made of a gas, and actually he was dreamed by that other guy, and it's just like, this is unintelligible, even if you're paying huge amounts of attention.
They're all along the same line as the soap opera storyline, though.
Yes.
My favourite thing was it Grey's Anatomy, where there was a big storyline where someone had their leg amputated, and then 2 months later they were like, this is too difficult, we're not doing that storyline anymore. So the actress just started walking around
And they're just
with
like,
both her normal legs, and they
Nice.
just pretended it had never happened.
yeah, just
It
avoid
was a
it.
dream.
Just ignore it.
Did you like the plot of Phantom Pain, Firefly? Is that how I've offended you, or did you not like the gameplay?
Like, my jaw
which
is on the floor,
particular
Sam.
direction have I
Yeah,
offended you?
it's hard to say.
It was a love story and a breakup
Oh.
letter with Konami. Oh, interesting.
Pentol, question: is Amy aware that that with the amount of times Max is being taken care of by her, she could just let Max become a hardcore fan of wrestling? I
Oh,
think that's part of the plan.
Ben and Rach both know that this is in the line for something that is probably going to happen. He's probably also going to end up on podcasts at some point, isn't he?
Poor boy. That's a cursed
Uh,
existence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his mum's going to take him to football. I'm going to take him
Didn't
to
stand a
wrestling.
chance.
Goodness knows what you're going to... Oh, you're going to take him to see trains.
We're gonna go to the fucking National Train Museum in York, so you can all get
Nice.
fucked.
Yeah,
Firefly.
Lavender Tea Witch. They just pretended it never happened.
Yeah. Firefly, self-realization. Oh god, I'm a Kojima fanboy. I thought the Phantom Pain was incredible. Oh god.
Although, in all fairness, Tim is now... You're now starting to rival me in terms of Max looking after. You had him by yourself today.
What? Yeah, I've
I'm
done it
too
once.
busy.
I took him to the pier. It was great. We pretended to play arcade machines. It's much cheaper than really playing them, and he enjoys it just as much, if not more.
I mean, Pentel on the outside, but both Max and Tim love trains. So it's not going to be boring for either of them.
Choo choo, motherfucker.
Nice.
Imagine that. Imagine a hospital drama being ableist.
I refuse.
It's like everyone loves House because they're like, oh, House takes chronic illness patients seriously. And I'm like, do you know how horrible he is
Yeah.
to everyone? And how traumatic that would be if it were actually you? All
Yeah.
of his patients are like, I want Dr. House to come back even though he's horrible. And I'd be like, fuck off, I'm suing you, sir.
Yes, he's
You
like,
cannot speak to me
he
like
goes up
that.
to someone and goes to him. He's like, "Why are you so tired, cunt?" And everyone's like, "Well done,
Such a
House."
good doctor. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Read the capital letters,
oh.
messages from Pentel.
Your train plushie. I completely fucking forgot. I am an idiot. But you also didn't tell me your address. Yes, I did. I thought I did. I'll tell you my address, Pentel.
Oh, Firefly,
Right.
don't even get me started on horrendous storylines in the WWE in the 90s, noughties, and probably much more recent than we'd like to think about. I can't bring myself to watch the Vince McMahon documentary on Netflix because it's just going to depress me too much.
Because of all the
Because of all the
'Cause of all
horrors.
the wrong-uns.
All the horrors and many different lawsuits that there are now.
He's a wrong-un.
Oh,
doubt
big
about that.
time. He's a ham wrong'un.
Anyway, I'm going to go back to
two
pretending to work.
resonance.
Right, Pentel, you now have my address. Please use that information wisely. I think you've been to my house. Karen, turns out Tim sent his address to a random stranger. I did quickly check a few times that I was sending it to Pentel and not just... Yeah. Oh, once they're high... Oh! Ah!
We know you signed the articles, pirate. I have suffered enough. Leave me in peace.
Well, I thought one of the characters in X-Men, Chimera Squad, she doesn't use a gun, she just uses her fist. Like, everyone else has got futuristic alien weaponry, and she's like, I'm going to punch them.
Punch. And is it
I'm
just
gonna
as
punch 'em.
effective?
Yeah. She's very good at punching.
Yeah. He punches the
kick
shit
him.
out of that guy.
I'm going to fucking kick him. Watch this.
Listen, Kenway.
And he's aliens as well.
I'll see you back.
Yeah, so the plot of Chimera Squad is that the Earth won the war against the invasion.
Yeah.
And now all of the aliens who are now no longer under the mind control of the Advent are stranded on Earth. And the Advent also did human-alien hybridization.
Oh, yes.
So there's all these
is it
whole
basically-
new communities.
Right. And is it like
That are
District
all-
9 or denazification? How sympathetic is it? Is it sort of like,
It's
well, look, they
pretty
were under a mind control
Yeah.
thing, so not really their fault.
So it's kind of realistic because it's obviously very difficult, and people are living with people who looked like the people who invaded, but were under effectively mind control at the
Yeah.
time, and didn't have any choice, or maybe it wasn't. Anyway, so there's one of the people on your squad was an active member of the invasion, and at one point you're asking me like, did you enjoy, what did you do during the invasion? He was like, I didn't. I thought we were doing the right thing. I thought we were
Yeah.
heroes. I thought we were, and we were monsters, and we were, yeah, it was bad.
Oh, God.
And so your part in the game is that you're this squad of like hybrids, humans and human
Chimeras.
alien hybrids, the Chimera Squad, trying to like hold it together in this city, in City 31, where people are trying to find, how do you start from scratch? Humanity kind of got fucked, and now we've got to start over. But with
Yeah.
all of with this new technology and
And so who are you fighting in the game? Like
So
fifth columnists or...
So you're fighting. There were 3 factions. There was a religious faction who thought that they, the religious right, basically, that they want to return to old world values and were willing to do anything to make it happen. And then there was a group who just wanted to leave Earth. They don't want to be on Earth anymore. They want to go back to their home planet, but they can't. And they were willing to do anything to make that happen.
Shot.
And then this group is so the Advent awakened psychic abilities in people with like genetic infusions and mutations and testing and things like that.
Yeah.
So there's all these people who now have psychic powers and nothing to do with them, and this woman who has sort of like made a cult, an underground cult of psychics.
So basically, there's a subplot of X-Men.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
She's Magneto.
So it's all people who are, and a lot of people are like ex-resistance fighters. Like, you used to be allies. You know, these were people on your side during the war against the invasion, and have now gone. Yeah, but actually, we should just continue fighting.
A real sort
there
of
shouldn't
like,
be peace.
we've taken down the Tsar. This unified group of revolutionaries taken down the Tsar, and we're all agreed that. Oh, wait a minute! The only thing that we all agreed on was taking down the Tsar.
We don't agree on anything else.
Not
exactly,
literally a single other thing do we agree on. Let the purges begin.
Yep. So they're all. Yeah, everyone's got their own ideas about what should happen, obviously, and it's that. It's kind of so it's more realistic than just
The aliens are coming.
Everything's fine, or it's the forever war.
Yeah.
You know, it's more complicated than that.
Did you ever play the XCOM sort of like Cold War-y one, the third-person one? I think quite had bad reviews, maybe.
Yeah, what was it called? It was like
XCOM Declassified or XCOM something like that.
That sounds right.
It looked the
XCOM
Bureau.
Declassified.
I liked the aesthetic, I liked the look of it, but apparently it just got very bad reviews. And I remember I tried to play it once and it ran like it was dying.
Oh no. Oh, that's a shame.
But it looks lovely.
No, I didn't play that. Yeah. They've got really nice. The turn-based ones have got such good animation. Like they've really took the time to. The people don't look like weird little robots.
Yeah, weird little grobblers.
Sliding across the terrain. Right, now I need to destroy some of these fucking pylons.
Eddie Sourboy, I got my IUD out yesterday, even though I was supposed to wait till I got the whole content warning for surgery and things of that nature. Hysterectomy, just to avoid the extra trauma, but I had moved too low. I moved too low and was causing me extreme physical pain. So I now have it in a jar I'm calling the Jar of Shame, in case anyone was wondering how Halloween went. Jar of Shame is very good. Just keep it like a jar of shame with things like kidney stones in it.
I've got a little. I'm making a model at the moment which involves lots of little bones. So I bought a little jar of like small mammal bones and bird bones from eBay. And
You do understand you're on a list. Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone's like, what?
I bought animal bones online. You did what? Sorry, what did you do? Sorry, just explain it to me one more time. You did what? You
So just
associated your email address with what now?
A little jar of bones.
Oh, there's a picture. Clicking on the image. Naughty jar. Naughty evil jar. Gosh, it's bigger than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Yeah.
LilyRose28 has subscribed. They've been subscribed for 51 months, sorry. I don't understand your schedule anymore. To be fair, this week it's been very weird because I've been off work Thursday and Friday, and also Monday because it's half term, so I only worked Tuesday, Wednesday. But on both those days I did 20,000 steps, which equates to around about 10 miles inside the building I work. So it was big days, but only the two of them. So I've just been streaming kind of whenever I fancy, because I'm on holiday. Pento, chat, you're allowed to laugh at me. I'm making crepes, and I don't have a robot mixer. You mean
like a stand mixer.
Like a stand mixer? I mean, I suppose it is a robot. What, like,
yeah,
Peevely, making crepes. Whisk.
Making crepes.
Would you
Crepes
like
on the way, sir?
hot plate, hot now, big disc, hot, mine, big hand disc. I know it's past minutes. I've been mixing up almost a kilogram of flour worth of crepes, and my hand just fucking cramped up for a minute. It hurts. Yeah, I wouldn't call it a robot mixer. What do you call that? An automatic whisk?
I just call it a stand mixer.
But then what's a you know, the one that's a whisk, like two whisks? What's that?
like
What's that? A hand mixer? I think it's called a hand mixer.
Yeah.
But yeah, like carrying a machine whisk. Yeah, Pantel, that's how we call it, a robot mixer. Interesting. But I don't know if robots are the right term. Pantel, you're making fun of my language. Yes, I am. Hungarian is stupid. Apparently, that's the stance I'm taking. Oh dear.
In UK English, I don't know how but we've got quite specific ideas about what, like, a robot is quite a specific.
Yeah, robots kind of have to be humanoid to us.
They have to be human, or like, but otherwise you have to specify it's a robot dog or a robot cat. You know.
Yeah. It's what a cat would be if it were a robot, as humans are robots.
Yes.
But doesn't that come from? It's an Eastern European word that basically means like serf or peasant or slave. Yeah.
Is that right? Is it? Pental, you know this. You know stuff like
Oh,
this.
hang on. Lilios 28. Is this because of robot coming from the Czech for forced labour? Oh, Lilios Tim, I just asked the same thing. Yes, it means like, you know, peasant or servant or something like that. Because the idea being like, you don't have to do it. You can get somebody to do it for you, which used to be what we did with people, but now you're doing it with gears. Yeah, robot referred to a person. In the same way that computer. Before computers existed, a computer was somebody who did maths all day. Basically,
fucking nerd.
Fucking nerd. Yeah, but yeah, it's like your job could be computer, and you basically just ran the numbers on things. I believe in Hidden Figures, their job is computer, and then we invented computers.
Because we just wanted to pick on nerds. I wouldn't do maths, or I wouldn't spend all my time doing maths.
Well, isn't that like clerks? Like in all the Dickens novels, like somebody's a clerk and they sit down and they work at a ledger all day, and you're like, what are you doing?
Sure what it is.
What actually is this? It's basically admin. Like you're a clerk in a bank, so you just sort of move numbers around and work out how much interest is and things like that.
Yeah. I have no idea. Call back to the male and female cables.
Oh, the masters. Yeah, we have it on all the lights. There's male and female cables, and then there's master lights and slave lights, and you're like, you could like go as like controller and obeying light, you know, or like your primary light and secondary. There's so many phrases you could use that don't involve me picking the button that says slave on a fucking lamp. Yeah. You could have done that.
Could have been anything.
Could have been anything else.
You just punch that person to death.
Me?
Oh God, no. She's
you talking to your punch lady?
My punch lady. I was like, surely she won't punch people to death, right? She'll punch them unconscious. Nope.
No, to death. Pentel, yes, it is. Referred to a person. It was a way of working that was almost like slave labour. Yeah, like serfdom, which is not slavery, but in some lights, you're not allowed to leave. You're kind of a piece of property, but you have a wage, so it's not that. But yeah. Lewis 28. Kill child is a normal phrase in computing.
Yeah.
Pentol, reminder to the people that Hidden Figures is inaccurate. A Hollywood movie. And not only do these three black women likely not know each other, more than once in the movie there is unnecessary white stuff. Oh yes, there's that bit where the guy who runs it's like, racism is inefficient, so I'm going to smash the toilet sign and be like, I'm cancelling racism at NASA because the moon is more important. And it's such a fucking wild scene. Like, he literally like gets a baseball bat and like smashes up the whites only sign and is like, back to work everyone, and you're like, this is not what anyone would ever have done in the fucking 1960s. Like, maybe they had a meeting to be like, should we maybe stop that? Maybe, because it seems a bit weird now, because we're ever so slightly approaching the idea that these people are the same as us in some small way.
Or you get like the actual story is just incredibly like bureaucratic and tedious.
Yeah. And like people who are supposed to be heroes occasionally did things you're like, well, that's not heroic at all. That's kind of quite sort of shitty, because like people are like that.
Didn't abolition get through in the UK because it was like tacked onto the back of something else?
Almost certainly.
I think it was. I can't remember because it was something like that. Somebody, don't rely on my terrible memory of.
Everybody, write this down and use it as an answer in an essay.
I think it was like attached to something else because there was a rising like abolitionist movement in the UK. But why have you got a scar? But yeah, to get the law pushed through, they just tacked it
glued
onto
it to something.
else. Yeah. I think I'm on the last mission in this game.
Oh, and that's why he's got a scar.
Why has she got a scar?
What is IIRC?
If I recall correctly.
If I got the woman in question, just used the bathroom anyway without permission. There you go. Firefly, a fucking handbrake turn. What's more frightening, Teletubby or a Furby? I think a Furby in its face, but Teletubbies are huge.
Yeah.
Teletubbies are like 8 foot tall. And when you see like
They're big.
footage of, and then they had to use those German giant rabbits to make them look like to scale rabbits, because like the head of the Teletubby like starts at the top of the head of a regular person. Pendle, Teletubbies are fucking terrifying.
Karen says, didn't it get through because the plantations were getting less profitable and abolition meant that all the slave owners literally got bought out of their slaves by the government?
That sounds about
Was that-
right.
Yeah.
That sounds like the kind of thing
It
where
wasn't for it wasn't
Yeah.
actually humanitarian at all. It was purely economic. Yeah, that sounds about right. What's the worst possible reason we could do something good?
I often think, you know, when people are trying to look for ways of getting progressive legislation through, I genuinely do think, like, think of the worst possible reason this bit could get done and then pursue that. Think of the worst, most sort of, like, venal motive somebody could have to agree with your righteous political view. Pursue that. You will have a much easier time than trying to change the soul of the nation.
Yeah. It's grim. It's grim.
It's grim.
It's grim.
Right.
Yeah. Firefly says they're huge. Yes. They're not. Yeah, they're adults. As Karen pointed out, they're adults in suits.
Yeah, adults in
They're
suits.
gigantic nightmare monsters, and they're coming to get you. When you least expect it.
Interloper, raise the alarm!
Who do I want to get rid of? Everyone?
Oh no. I should have killed that guy earlier.
But you didn't, and now you have to pay the terrible price.
I do. Terrible price of all these people trying to murder me. Get away from the bomb. I'm stuck in a counter. Oh fuck. I was stuck in an incredibly long counter animation and therefore wasn't able to run away from the bomb that nearly killed me.
Oh, in reality, but in canon. Yeah, what size are the Teletubbies in canon? They're just
I died. Oh no, I didn't.
just a normal,
Just normal guys. Just like
Normal guys.
regular working Joes, I think.
like 5'10",
Ah.
6 foot. I want all of the enemies to go away. Stop shooting.
Ah. Oh fuck.
You got
I got
lines on
murdered.
the screen. Oh no, the lines.
Oh, the lines. Oh, a cat
Lines are
loaf.
coming to
Good cat
get you.
loaf. The line's got me. It's always when I'm like, oh, I'll free those prisoners and go, I've approached this wrong. I've approached this very wrong. And now I've died. Lily Rose, oh my god, you all need to see Oliver Oil's Halloween costume. Yes, we do. Please share the image. Here we
Please share.
are. Deeply annoyed.
Oh.
Just sort of this, like, I've got a hat, but I'm going to try and keep away from it. Incredible.
That's so cute.
I just love it when cats are like, I have what cats sort of regard as love for you, so I'm not going to claw out your eyes, but fuck
You're
Fuck you.
on thin ice, sunshine.
Thin fucking ice. Look. Let's just say, if I were bigger and this was the savannah,
You'd be fucking dead, mate.
what's that thing? There was like a,
Red.
I can't remember, there was some sort of study. It was like, oh, if cats were bigger than us, they would, they'd immediately murder you.
Yeah. They
Like
kill
in
you
that
for
way
reasons.
that people befriend lions, because lions and tigers act much like domestic cats. They like belly rubs. They can form attachments to people. But then every now and again, one's like, what if I was to do this? And you die,
What
and
if I
it
killed
goes,
you?
oh, okay, well, there you go.
Anyway.
Well, time to roll upside down, I think. Oh, Firefly, meowdy partner. Oh, meowdy partner.
Partner.
Oh, there's a second picture. Wow, that face. I'm gonna
I hate this hat.
fucking kill you.
Monty doesn't like hats either. He's fine with like t-shirts, great. Jumpers, fine.
Yeah,
Bandanas, perfect. A hat,
Fuck off.
absolutely not.
absolutely not. Like, would he take like a jumper with a hood?
Yeah, but he doesn't want the hood up. He's fine with it sort of. on
I
the
wonder
back,
if
so
that's a
he's got his
hearing
little
thing. Like,
pumpkin.
I want to be able to hear what's going on.
Yeah. I mean, he's a nervous little fucker. So.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I
he just-
just realised that
Yeah.
when somebody throws a grenade at you in this game, it
Yeah.
appears in the timeline, so you can see when it's going to.
Ah.
It's going to explode. Good,
Now-
I'm learning that on the last.
Yeah, I was gonna
mission.
say. Didn't you just say you were how many hours into the game are you?
I don't know, like
Hundreds?
15 hours or something.
Wow. Wowee.
Wow. Oh well, I'm smart. I'm very smart. Anyway,
I've been playing Like a Dragon, the man who erased his name, and I cannot even slightly like in this in the Assassin's Creed games. There's like a rhythm to like dodge, counter, this that. I cannot even slightly get a handle on the combat system.
oh really?
Not even like so. I'm not losing all the time, but when you're fighting, you're like, I feel like I'm doing this right. This doesn't like when I win. I don't feel like I'm winning because I did well. I feel like I'm just kind of cheesing my way through things.
Sure. Yeah, that's need to be.
It's fine. Pentel, actually, with giant cats like lion, accidental murder is less likely to happen because, just like with wolves, they understand boundaries. Not kidding. You have a serious approach, but they quickly understand when to leave you alone. It's bears. People who work with bears always say, no matter how friendly they are, they do not understand ever what move can easily kill a
Oh,
human.
no.
You could always have to be wearing around a bear. Okay, so like a big cat can be like, I know what will murder you by accident. Because you see videos of people like playing with tigers, just putting their hands in their mouths, grabbing the tooth, and the tiger's sort of like, but yeah, maybe bears maybe just never quite get. Yeah, fair enough. I wonder if that's because like, is it because bears just socialize in that way? It's like, look, we're all incredibly tough, and we just hit each other, and that's just part of being a bear. Whereas like tigers and lions will fight, but they don't bite their friends.
Maybe, but who knows? It's all those like family, like pack dynamics with different animals are all really different.
And bears don't live in packs. Like bears. Yeah.
Like
Maybe that's it.
Zebras will abandon. Zebras will never protect like a member of the herd.
No, they're like, this is.
Yeah,
sorry.
this is your problem.
I was watching the end of a wrestling clip, so it was really loud, and then I turned it off, and I just had, and that's just part of being a bear.
And that's just part of being a bear.
Tigers, they just don't bite their friends. It's like, okay, they're
You
having
know what?
a fun conversation.
I'm going to flip this round because when you come in, it means that I'm over in the corner, but you can just sort of turn up.
Flip.
There we go.
It's just part of being a bear.
Just part of being bear. Firefly, I would genuinely be happy to go by way of bear or big cat. Just one last thing to snuggle before my demise. Yeah, but then Werner Herzog goes, I have heard the recording of the man who's eaten by... No human should hear this.
No one should hear this.
Burn this tape.
It was worse. Please
Right.
don't shoot the grenade.
Please don't
Shot.
shoot the grenade. You shouldn't shoot the grenade, though. Let's shoot the grenade without
How
problem.
might I find your favor today?
He shot it so fast. Why is everyone... My punch lady is like being singled out by
My
everyone.
punch lady.
The punch lady.
Leo 28, get a ear ruffle in real quick before murder.
Right, you little slags. You're all going down.
I'm sorry, what was I saying?
Little slags. A lot of them. Got your fucking numbers.
Got your fucking number in it. Cut him, you ponce.
You have my thanks.
Leo, if bears are so dangerous, why do they have cute little ears? Yeah? Yeah? Think of it.
Yeah, they're so cute. And they're so dangerous.
Ah, so dangerous? Like the most dangerous. Oh, why am I putting away my swords during this quite dangerous fight? My guy's like, oh, should we use our swords or shall I just put them away and use my fists?
Are you hoping it was like in Fallout 3 sometimes? If you anger someone, you can put your weapon away and they'll stop fighting. So, maybe,
Yeah, maybe that.
maybe I can.
Maybe I can just convince them that
Calm
it was
everyone down.
all a misunderstanding. Oh, Pentol, I do have to go now, by the way. I have to make sure I don't burn crepes in the pan. Have fun, everyone. Bye, Pentol!
Bye, Pental. Crepe it up.
Grape it up. Grape it up, grape it up. My daddy taught me good.
Oh, damn. Didn't like that, did you?
For plot reasons, it's daytime now.
Here's how it goes. Torres meets with Prince, carrying a portion of the ransom, saying the rest is close behind. When we see the Sage, you bring in the rest of the gold, make the swap, and get out. I'll be watching all from close by.
No, Kenway, you run this scheme alone.
Bye, honeybee.
The risk of losing the faith of your
All the
crew.
honeybees leaving
It
because
makes
the
me ill
internet
to
has
think
gone
of you
blonde.
bartering with that wretched slaver.
Come on, man. Once we have the Sage, we'll all be rich.
Not if young Master Kid gets to him first.
Kid? Jesus. That lad's here to kill him.
Edward, what the hell are you doing here?
I'm tailing these men to the Sage. Aye. And Prince is leading us straight to him.
All right, Jesus.
One of Assassin's Creed's vaunted tailing missions that everyone loves.
Oh, God. Yeah. Those need to be eradicated from video games.
Tailing missions and escort missions. I mean, look, maybe if they get to the point with like, this is one of the few AI would be good in like NPC navigation mechanics. If AI can make that better, fine,
How long has it been
because
since our last meetings?
that's never been good,
A year?
and I don't regard that as art.
It's
What?
not particularly.
I was just in a bush and this guy just found me. Fuck's sake. Yeah, like pathfinding.
Yeah.
Cool. Fair, I can do that better. Fine.
God's sake.
Edward,
You know, I card that under the same thing of like detecting results in weird things in
Hold off when he
scans,
appears.
so that
Yeah.
we can, you know, alert people to illnesses quicker.
And Prince is
As
leading
long
us
as
straight
people
to
actually
him.
also check
all
the
right,
results.
Jesus.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
I'm looking at you,
Stay on
everyone
board for
who's
a
ever
time,
used
but
AI
not
for
long.
anything.
Yeah, it should be a filtering
naming
tool
names.
that you then go, well, this is in the, you know, this is in the it thinks it might have spotted something category, so now let's have
Yeah.
a little check, shall we?
Let's have a look and not just do the thing that humans do when
Yeah.
they like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably right.
Yeah.
You mean I don't have to do something?
You mean
That's
I
my
can
favourite thing to not do.
You mean I don't use this tool to augment the team's work? It just means I can fire the team and pretend this is as good.
Yep. You saved money, but
Yeah.
everything
It's
broke.
worse. Because I can imagine it of like, okay, we're going to do everything that we do now, but what we do is we just do fucking scans, more scans than we could possibly check with people, and
Yeah.
we chuck those into the AI checker, and it just improves everything because it catches things earlier, you know. We do like a second tier level, but obviously what that would mean is we do just as much as we do now, and we use AI to do more. And that will never, ever happen. It will always be used as a, well, can we use this as an excuse to do less, please? Thank you.
Yeah. Can we not pay people?
Exactly.
Can we do something but for wildly unethical reasons?
Yeah. I'd love to do it, but just for wild. Is there any way I could do this wildly unethically, please? Firefly Tim, I don't know if you know, but I'll ask anyway. Do you know if that live show will be the first half of next year or the second half? Given that my newest nephew 2.0, will be still like between 6 and 9 months in the first half of next year, I'm gonna probably say second half. It might be earlier, but if I was a betting man, I would say second half. But you will all know months in advance.
Not 10 minutes.
No, it's not like these
That would be-
streams. I won't like send a message to Pentol and Moose on the news on thing being like, so going to do a live show in London in about 10 minutes if anybody's interested.
Anyone wants to pop in? NB2 Electric Baby Do.
Electro Baby Do.
How is the new nephew?
He's reached the point where when I walk into the room he goes, like, so he seems to be observing colours and shapes now.
Cool. That's fun.
He's still very fresh.
Yeah. Just out the oven.
Just out of the oven. He's still got like a crackly crust.
Yeah.
Crusty baby.
Crusty man. Has he got a name? Or is it?
Yeah, it's Sam, weirdly. It's actually Sam Ray Meredith. It's weird. It actually,
So funny.
but like, the name is spelt, and I don't know how it's spelt sarcastically. So his name's actually Sam Ray Meredith. It's I don't know how they've managed it.
What was that? Wasn't there a punctuation? The
interrobang? Question mark, exclamation mark? Interrobang.
Yeah, that was meant for sarcasm, wasn't it?
I thought it was meant for like, oh my god, are you okay? Questions that are shouted.
Oh.
That's what it's for. An emphasized question. That's what
What was
interrobang is
the-
for.
Yeah. Well, we need one for sarcasm because
I'm sure somebody's tried to invent a sarcasm, because otherwise, either it just has to be so clear from context, or you have to be like, they said sarcastically. There's no
or you
no
have
way
to
to
be British
emphasize
and
that
just
with,
assume
yeah,
everything.
yeah, I love that. It's a great gift.
Yeah,
You're
that's
like,
cool. I
okay.
bet people have come up with them, and then everyone's been like, "Great, that's a great idea."
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, sarcastic
well done.
punctuation, tremendous. Well done.
Everyone's going to use that.
Oh, we're really impressed.
Slow clap.
Maybe that's punctuation. You just put like slow clap. That counts as punctuation.
See, I'm one of a number of civil servants in my family. A long line of politicians.
God, the conversation's so boring.
I have always toyed with the idea of entering politics myself. Only I
One of
feel I
them's
have
Dutch.
too much money
Brackets
and
evil.
not enough years.
Speaking of stories, Prince, I've heard it said you were really more than
Oh my god. I wasn't in a restricted area, and yet I was detected and attacked.
Well,
Okay, luckily
just-
there was a point of saving.
Other stories about you, Crusoe. You
you
were
are
a
walking around
government
covered in
follower
weapons.
for a time.
Oh, Firefly, Tim, it was Professor Shitwig.
See,
Professor
see,
Shitwig is what we
I'm
called
one of a
Sam when he
number of
takes
civil
over like a
servants in my
substitute
family.
teacher.
A long line of politicians.
Yeah, we
Don't
thought it was
remember
maybe
that.
Professor Shitstick. Turns out it's Professor Shitwig. Shitwig.
Shit wig.
Only if
Get
I
it
have
right.
Too much money.
Say, keep that name in your mouth with respect. It's Shitwig.
It's Dr. Shitwig, actually.
I didn't go to 4 years of Shitwig school to be called Mr. Shitwig.
1671.
Please, Mr. Shitwig was my father. Call me Professor
But
Shitwig.
let us not overesteem the honors forged and won on the battlefield. That skirmish was a
Charlie
deadly
Void, you
one,
guys are inventing
and a
tone
tremendous
indicators
waste
here.
of
Yeah,
coin and resources.
we want one.
Oh yeah, that's right. They do exist.
Yeah,
They-
yeah, Karen, the internet has been using /s pretty constantly. Yeah, well,
In
Okay.
favor of a far safer and yet more
Pissed. I
profitable
just used a
venture.
move to do absolutely
Capital
nothing.
and resources. That's where money is
yeah, I
made.
understand that's bad in
And,
XCOM.
let me tell you,
Yeah, exactly.
honor
I
bought
just
is more enjoyable than honor won. If they
you
touch
two getting
this
electrocuted.
purple.
Sorry, it's just happening. So says Professor Shitwig.
The enemies keep like I've got this move where it electrocutes one person for 4 damage, and then anyone near them gets electrocuted for between 1 and 4 damage.
Yeah.
And the enemies just keep bunching up, and I'm like, well, if you're all gonna stand next to each other,
Then
Then-
this will happen. You've
This
only
is
got
what you're gonna
yourselves
get.
to blame.
British merchants breed.
Ah,
Now's the time.
No. Not until we see the sage.
here's a quiet spot. I'll see the money.
This is a portion.
I'm
of
playing
the ransom. The rest is close
XCOM
at hand.
Chimera Squad.
It pains me to traffic someone of my own race for profit, Mr. Torres. Tell me again, what has this
But if I suggest
Robert
we could
fellow
use
done to upset
/TXL
you?
as to be said in Trex's tone,
Who-
and
slash
/D7 to be
D7.
said in David Sevens.
Like, don't worry, I haven't got a knife /TXL. You're like,
He
definitely
definitely has a knife.
don't worry, I haven't got a knife.
See to it that
No,
we are
no,
not
I don't know,
followed.
I don't know, man.
Deal with this!
Or it might not be a knife, but it's
Yeah.
something bad.
Yeah, I've got a gun. Ah! Lily Rose, wait, what's Sam playing? He's playing XCOM Chimera.
My kill, Kenway.
For a better cause.
It's your chance, man. I'm going after Prince.
Kid, no!
Kid, no!
Jim, stop!
Jim Kid.
Not this time, Kenway.
I'm not seeing this. Come on, man! We can work this together!
Ah,
You had your chance.
Stay your blade, kid! Wait!
stay your blade, kid.
Damn you, old scratch. Keep your natty hands off me.
I can't let you kill those men, kid.
it's
Not until I
fucking
found
nap
the
time.
sage.
I've been stalking that pig for a week now, charting his
Hope you
moves.
brought
And
your
here I
blankie
find
and
not
your
one
milk.
but 2 of my targets, and you robbed me of both.
Karen,
Patience.
isn't that? I've got your little cookie. Karen, remember all those times you got detected and it
When I
ended the
locate the
mission? You
sage,
reached the end and got
your
detected
help
anyway.
wins.
You sure did.
Got that?
Yeah, video games.
Video games. No, you got detected wrong, so. Apparently, I was supposed to kill gunners with smoke bombs. I would have completed it better, but I didn't.
What, rather than stabbing them through the chest?
Yeah, I just chose to stab him through the chest real hard. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I can unlock more songs. I want more shanties. Give me shanties. I want to sing them yo ho ho. Oh, did it disappear? Oh, that's where it disappears. Okay. I didn't do it well enough. It's gone now. It's gone forever.
You go there. You go there.
Come back.
You go there.
No, I've lost it forever and I'm sad.
Oh, buddy. It's alright.
I thought, Sam, I genuinely thought you were talking to me. You're talking to Monty.
Yeah, I heard it too. Yeah, it was a firework. I'm going to mute myself.
Bork. I know Sam's muted, but what he's saying is like, don't fucking come in here whining your noise, boy. No member of the Ray family's gonna get distracted by a fucking firework. You look at me.
No
you look at me.
one's allowed to cry in it.
No.
No tears in this ass. We don't cry in this ass.
Nah, you fucking nose pot.
Right, I'm going to go and grab it. Put it in the bin.
Put me in the bin. I love that you can hear the flappy shake. A flap, 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 flap. Oh, there he is. Sam, you said you were gonna go put. You said you were gonna put him in the bin, and then he's sitting on you. Are you the bin?
I'm the bin.
I'm the bin.
It was a
Call me the
confession.
garbage man.
It was a bin fashion. Yeah. You made it garbage man. You made it garbage man. Say hello to chat. Say hello. Oh, he's big.
Big
What are you going
lad.
to say? What have you got to say for yourself?
Is he gonna say bork bork?
Say hello.
He did a little yawn. A little splurp. He's never quieter than when you put him near a microphone. Like he's the
I know, right?
noisiest fucking dog in the
Absolutely
world.
silent.
You put him near a microphone, he's like, I actually have some
I have
respect for
nothing to
audio
say.
equipment.
No comment.
No comment. I was waiting for a lawyer actually. Firefly, oh my god, he's gorgeous. He's giving chat smooches. Shades of Twilight, what a handsome boy.
He is a handsome boy.
I came to Kingston.
I might
chasing
switch over to The
target.
Witcher shortly.
Getting pissed ain't a priority.
We could work together on this, you know. It's
And toss a
Lawrence
coin
Prince
to
you're
your
after.
picture.
I want his prisoner.
Sorry, is that what was
We're
that? Sorry?
after the sage as well,
I
Edward.
don't know really. It didn't really. It
Careful
was
with
sort
your
of
A
nothing.
humor.
It was like
Like a
a
water, like which
big-
water humor.
There's guards
barrel of
patrolling that
nothing
property from
rolled
end to
down
end.
some stairs and crashed into a
Looks to me like they use
Oh, shit.
bells to signal trouble. See there?
Yes, Firefly,
We'll
Witcher
want to
3 Wild
disable
Hunt.
those before pushing too far. With so many men about, we can't rely on stealth alone, so I'll do what I can to distract and draw their attention, giving you a chance to cut them down.
I'm Geralt. I don't have any emotions.
Apart
I'm
from
gonna
all
go
of
to
my
ab-
constant emotions.
My constant emotions. Also, I love this woman.
name's
Yeah.
not
And
named,
as
is
a
it?
young woman who I will do anything to protect. I have no
Most days.
emotions.
Come on.
I'm so angry about the fact I don't have any emotions.
Oh, I'm so angry about it.
To be fair,
No
I think
emotions.
the books are sort of like he keeps saying he has no emotions and he keeps telling people he doesn't have emotions whilst having so many fucking emotions and everyone could. I don't think
He's
that
a great
is-
character.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, he'd be boring if he actually didn't have any
No,
emotional
exactly.
reactions to things. It'd be miserable.
Right, so I'm going to adjust the name of the stream.
People tell him that. Yeah, it's true. People are always like, witches don't have any emotions, right? And he's like, sure, why not?
Witcher 3 time.
Smack him on the bum. Has he got a fluffy bum? You want to show everyone your bum? Oh,
There it
look at
is.
that tush. Look at that tush.
Sam, this is actually an appropriate content.
Look at that fluffy little tush.
Look at it wobble. Look at it go.
Wobbly tush.
Look at that blubber fly.
Wobble, wobble, wobble.
Is that basically how you spend most of your evenings, just wobbling his butt? Just being like, ha ha ha. Firefly has shouted, bum hiney. Karen, jiggle physics. Yeah, Dead or Alive 3 hasn't got anything on Monty's ass.
If they put as much time into the gameplay of Dead or Alive as they did into the boob physics.
Yeah, but you know,
Might be a good game.
is it volleyball? The cover suggested it was a
won-
game about volleyball.
Was it volleyball or was it a fighting game that also had a volleyball game? Monty, I'd love it if you shut up.
Criminal Sam, pray tell, why are you making your son twerk?
He loves to dance.
Looking
He
for a
has-
twerking Monty.
He has rhythm in his bones.
He got rid of them in his bones.
Yes, Karen. Karen says it was a fighting game that also had a volleyball game.
I see.
I mean, it makes sense if you're going to spend that much time with the boob physics. You may as well make it a volleyball game.
Yeah, come on. There we are.
I probably don't want to destroy that cover that man is using to stay alive.
I love that for control. It's like this game is mostly playable with your controller, and it's like I'm pretty sure The Witcher 3 is very playable with your controller.
It's playable with the controllers. Pretty conservative, isn't it? It's like,
Yeah.
Let's just err on the side of no, you cannot use a controller.
Yeah, you might have to type something at some point, at like character creation, which you can do with an on-screen keyboard, but it does, you know, try and make you use one. Right. We have switched. Switched.
Oh, what is this now? What is it? Fucking grenade time? Did I miss something? And everyone decided it was time to throw grenades at my team.
So play the game in New Game Plus mode. Include any installed expansions. Start playing in this mode. Load a game. Save you created after completing the base game. Yeah. I think I've done because load game.
Sweetie pie.
Yes, my darling.
Your film's at 8.
8:20.
Have we got a plan for food?
I think there's stuff in the freezer. I think we've got some vegetarian bacon lattices.
Ooh.
Lattice. Yeah, because I had a game that I was playing in 2018, and then a game that I was playing in May. Yeah, I definitely completed the game. Yeah, in 2017 I was playing Blood and Wine. God, is it that long ago? Crikey.
Hundreds of years.
Hundreds of years. Yeah, like I completed the game when it was on version 1.31, and then I've got a checkpoint from 4.04.
Time for you to go night nights. It's my green screen photo. Yes, it is.
Story swords. Similar which do fine. Yeah, I'm assuming this is fine. You have to choose say game complete after standard version of the game. I'm assuming this is one after I complete the standard version of the game. I think I might have years ago started a new game plus.
Yeah.
Because I've got like a load of checkpoints. Like at about 10 o'clock on the 9th of May of this year. And then the one before that is like 28th of September 2018, which I'm pretty sure it must have been when I actually completed the game.
Yeah.
You telling me I didn't play any Witcher 3 in the pandemic? 2015. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I was hoping to not prevent. Oh, flipping heck.
Flipping hell.
Chickens have come home to roost.
So Lilac and Gooseberries. When is that from?
Lilac and gooseberries.
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out what mission that is.
Lilac and gooseberries is something to do with Yennefer, because Yennefer smells of lilac and gooseberries.
Yeah. Lilac and Gooseberries mission.
I love Yennefer. How come you're playing Witcher? How did I not know you're playing Witcher? I like Witcher.
That's the second main quest. So this must have been
I started a
Is
new
it
game
Beyond Hill and Dale?
on your thing, so make sure you don't open the one that I did. 'cause
Oh, that's why there is a new. Right, I was
Yeah.
trying to work out where my saved game had gone.
I didn't save over your
No,
game.
no, no, but it's obviously trying to continue in that because you're the last person
Yeah,
who's played
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Right, right.
No, I started one after.
So Beyond Hill and Dale, yeah, because I think Night of the Long Fangs is like the last one in. So if I start a game, a new game plus, and I'm loads versions down, that's not a problem, is it? It's just gonna take what I
No.
had. Yeah,
That'll be alright.
yeah. So Beyond Hill and Dale looks very far on. Is a potential main quest in the Blood and Wine expansion. Yeah. Okay. Because the idea of New Game Plus is like have all of your gear and equipment, but
Who's got two thumbs and was too anxious to do work all week until they got stoned and did it all in an hour and a half? Monty,
Nice.
shut. It was me.
Mon.
I just answered so many emails. There's so much less scary when you're really baked. I can't be.
Aaron, you're muted. Sam, can you let Aaron know that they're muted? Aaron, you're on mute. Aaron, you're muted.
No, still can't hear.
Aaron's been muted. Aaron's been muted, Aaron.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, there he is. Hello.
I'm starting a new playthrough of The Witcher. What are you doing?
I just finished like 2 weeks worth of work in about an hour and a half
Oh.
because I've got ADHD and I'm really, really, really stoned. Which I needed to be in order to do the work, and I've done it, and I'm really fucking proud of myself. And now I'm gonna cook an absolutely peng meal.
Peng, you say?
Peng. We're having nachos tonight. We've gone all out with all of the accoutrement, so I'm gonna go make the prep for that happen.
I've had nachos at Aaron and Sam's house, and it was pretty good.
Sam does really good nachos. I'm gonna go do the
Monty.
Susan chef thing. Oh my god, this is so.
Monty's playing the game.
Ah! Jesus.
Monty.
I've got
Monty,
to go,
my-
there's oil on the oven. Bye.
Come on, Monty. Off you fuck. God, he's so involved. He's so involved regardless of whether anyone invited him. I'm going to double check the time of my film. Is he just like, I'm going to stand on everything,
He like
actually?
he tried to turn around on my lap and tangled himself up in the headphone cable that was attached to Erin.
And at no point was he like, oh, I'm tangled, I better wait. He was like, I'm tangled, quickly, turn
I'm
faster.
tangled, I better move. Yeah, exactly. I better make more turns.
Hello, Verasima. Yes, Witcher 3. Ah. Yeah, a streamer that Amy was watching, Chugs was playing it, and I just thought, God, I haven't played The Witcher 3 in a long time, and I liked it a lot. And I never completed I completed the main game. I don't think I ever completed the expansions. And it is still such a pretty game, although I'm not sure I've turned the graphics up. Because again, I don't know if I have played it on this computer. If my last save game was in 2018, I don't think I owned this computer in 2018. Ah, I remember this bit, and I never liked this bit because I didn't like the idea of a crab biting his balls. So
Biting
sue
his own
me.
balls, or
No, this there's a horrible sort of crab monster that crawls
oh,
into the bath,
bites his little nutties.
and he treats it as a sort of like a silly prank that he doesn't enjoy, whereas I would treat it as a relationship-ending breach of trust.
Be like, what the fuck do you think you're
Yeah.
doing? What the fuck?
don't find that amusing.
Bum! There's a bum! Chat, cover your eyes, there's a bum.
It wasn't meant to
A bum.
amuse, but to prod you to hurry. It's midday already.
The bum police.
You promised Ciri you'd train with her. Go before Vesemir bores her to death. with
Vesemir,
big
to be fair,
objects.
all of Geralt's relationship is toxic as fuck. I think... Why is he wearing a sword in the bath? New Game Plus, baby.
Extra sense of danger.
So,
Might accidentally.
Later then.
But what's it attached to?
See you later.
It's just hovering next to his spine.
A butt. Is that a comfy way to read a book? Sort of
Yeah.
twisted round.
And naked. In a presumably fucking freezing hole.
Yeah. I use my magic to give us central heating.
Vesemir, it's clenched in his butt cheeks. Karen, it's his bath sword. Ah, button side boob. Chat, you've got to look away. It's too rude.
Chat. Cover your eyes.
Cover your eyes, chat. It's for the best.
Kissing.
Oh, thank goodness she's wearing bondage gear now. Although it might just be a black top. But it's got lots of lacy, leathery bows. Okay. Right.
Hasn't Amy's read the Witcher books, right?
She has. She has read the Witcher books. Don't know how many of them she's read. But a few. Okay. God, fucking the character leveling and attribute system I remember being so fucking in the weeds of like balancing different things and signs and sigils. Apparently I've got 14 points available,
yes.
but I don't know how to use them. Ah!
And then I'd put all my good sigils in a weapon and I'd find a much better weapon.
Yeah.
God damn it.
No, we just worry about it right now.
No, this shit.
I need to rewatch Crazy Ex-Girlfriend at some point because I just got I'm a Good Person, the song, come up on my Instagram.
Yeah.
And there is the lyric that says, "Newsflash, fuckwads, I'm a good person." And I was like, yes, I need to watch this again.
So there's ray tracing on this. Motion blur off. How about NVIDIA Hairworks? Sure. Why not?
I sure hope it does.
Thanks, Sam. Display. Yep, borderless window. Let's put it at 120, baby. Okay.
Can't be stopped.
Hopefully that's going to run fine. You'd think with a game this old, it would.
I think so. But you'd be wrong. No, Witcher runs really good.
It's a very pretty game.
Beautiful as ever.
It's very good looking.
Like, it is ever so slightly in some of the assets showing a bit of age, but there are plenty of games that don't look this nice. Vesemir, yes, Tim, you have to make decisions and live with the consequences, but I don't want to do either of those things.
No Quincy's, only action.
I also never, ever, ever really got into using the oils, which I understand is the real fundamental combat mechanic of this game.
Yeah, I didn't do that either. Yeah.
No. I just like, no, I'm just going to get beefy enough that I don't have to worry about putting, like,
She was
fucking
fast asleep. Ciri's disappeared
harpies
somewhere, of
oil on
course.
my blade before I attack a harpy. Yep. Ah.
Guess she prefers practice to theory.
Hmm? What?
Time to wake up, Master. These lessons so boring they put you to
Thank
sleep
you, Sam.
too.
Damn it. Better taking notes on ghouls and owl ghouls. Wanted to rest
Ghouls and
my
owl
eyes.
ghouls.
Making her slog through that brick? No wonder she took off.
John of Bruges lacks flair, true, but he's reliable. Not like the hogwash they print now.
I love the fact that they're like, hey, this town, it's spelled differently, but it's still just Bruges. he's just from actual Bruges.
How many times do I have to tell her? Don't ain't alone. It only embeds your errors. Bring our young damsel to the lower courtyard. She wants to practice. She'll
He's
get to
in
practice.
John of Bruges. Oh,
That was a good movie.
it was a very good movie. I don't know if I showed you, Sam. So I was on stage at work when they were trying to set up some cameras, and I just stared down the barrel of the camera, and a guy I worked with just sent me this picture of me just staring down the barrel of his camera. That's not going to focus, is it? Focus.
It's not a bad photo.
It's not a bad photo. Oh no, like it's got a nice sort of HDR quality to it, but I look like I want to kill people.
Yeah. You look like a murderer, but
Yeah, you know, well
in a
lit
good way.
murderer.
A handsome murderer, yeah, well lit. Photogenic murderer.
Oh, Vesemir, locally Bruges, sincerely your local Belgian. Is it spelt like that in Belgian?
Don't get mad at her.
Why the hell not? The whippersnapper refuses to do as she's told.
You like that about her.
Fine. I suppose I'm partly to blame. But this has to end. Now. Killing monsters is not something to be taken lightly. Ciri must understand that.
Vesemir, in Belgium. I meant whatever fucking Belgian language you happen to... Because there's Belgium's what? German, French. Is there Flemish in Belgium? I don't know. But there'll all be dialects of those languages that are specific to Belgium.
Wrong. Now I see why you were so eager
We do
to
not
practice.
speak in
Strike.
Belgium.
In yes, but yes, in Dutch Flemish, it's Bruges, double GE. No, you've done fucked it, Ciri.
You're not in a circus, pirouette. Wrong. Footwork.
He doesn't seem to be instructing.
Enough.
He just
Get
says
down.
like, no, not that. Be better at
Not
this.
that.
With a flip?
What do you think?
Try being better. That might help.
All right. Take off the blindfold. You've got work
Worst
to do.
driving
Your
instructors
reflexes are still slow.
No,
Maybe for
no,
a
well, you shouldn't have
witcher.
crashed.
Think drowners or striggers will go
Your
easy
other
on you
left.
because
Crash
you haven't
now, so-
undergone the
Yeah.
mutations.
Good job, idiot.
Though in your shoes, I'd fear Vesemir more than any Strigger. Disobeying his instructions, unwise.
Well, yes,
Almost
but
crashed on a driving
that
lesson.
was horribly dull.
Did you?
Wasn't
Was it
my
your
fault.
fault?
Someone just pulled
I
out.
know.
No,
Oh,
someone just
And
pulled
you
out in
know
front
that's
of us.
no excuse.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
Yeah, there was this stupid
Listen.
red light, which I didn't like looking at. And this guy just pulled out in front of me.
So why is this light red? I want
Sorry's
to go.
not good enough.
So when?
You're
Yeah,
gonna
and there's
read ghouls
prick.
and Alghouls in its entirety. He's included.
No, please. I'd rather clean the stables.
End of discussion. Come on. We'll practice with the others down below.
Shall we run the walls?
Not this time. Believe me, you don't want to keep Vesemir waiting.
Vesemir, considering the town is in the Flemish part of the country, it's Bruges. How do you pronounce this? Yeah, it does not sound anything like Bruges or Bruges or Bruges. How are we spell it? How are we
Brugs.
pronouncing Bruges? Yeah, because it looks like it should be Bruggy if you're doing it fully in, you know, Southern English. Can somebody sound it out for me?
Anything to say for
If
yourself,
that was an
young
English
lady?
place name, it would be also
I'm
would sound
very
nothing
sorry,
like that.
Uncle
Probably. It'd be
Vesemir.
called like
Young
Bright
blood
or
craves action, I understand
Brent or
that.
something.
But when you fight
Welcome
a
to
beast,
Bruggy.
knowledge counts as much as your silver sword. At the very least,
a lovely
you want
seaside
to be
town.
able to tell a ghoul from an owl ghoul.
By markings,
But
like
the
unto
heroin
the
problem
Panthera
hasn't
tigress
quite
that
got
in
out of hand
Zeratinia
yet.
dwells,
Yeah, it's
and
nice.
by the sickly paleness of its visage.
There's just merely a bit of town we don't go to.
Hello.
So you did read the chapter. Still, you should have asked if...
That you were asleep, Uncle Vesemir.
I love lettuce.
What do you think of it? No? Not interested? No.
So you
Doesn't
did the
like
reading.
lettuce.
Why not admit
Shocking.
it right off?
Give it lettuce. Give it lettuce. Here's the lettuce. I don't
Give
like
me the
this.
lettuce.
I
No,
don't like this
I
very
want
much.
this. I want what you had.
Yeah. It was lettuce. I had lettuce. No. I'm pretty sure.
Well,
No, it
you're
was
a
something
quick
good. It was
study.
duck or chicken,
Quick,
definitely. And I
but
want that.
mischievous. Fine, we've talked enough. Geralt, you're with me, Lambert with Eskel, Ciri with the dummy.
Again?
Stop groaning and grab a sword.
Vesemir, if you replace the G with an H in your pronunciation, Vesemir, I did so many
What do you
pronunciations
think?
there.
Should we start by
Bruh.
reviewing the fundamentals or go
Bruh.
right to
Bruh.
free training?
Bruhes.
Let's skip
Bruce.
straight to free training.
Welcome to Bruce.
We're going over the basics again.
Like Robert the Bruce. I imagine Poirot is saying it.
It's pronounced
Monsieur,
Poirot.
welcome to Bruce. Although he's French Belgian. Do the Flemish Belgians also think the French Belgians are snooty?
Ciri, get down here.
In the same way
A
that
little she-devil.
all French people who aren't from
His
Paris
back
hate
will
Yeah,
set
Parisians
it upon
just
exactly.
as much
all
as
the
everyone else.
swords at Kaer Morhen.
Find that helmet. Ciri?
I'll make sure to find every last blade for you.
I remember this freaking me out so much the first time I played this game. Being like, what is happening?
What the?
Oh no, the filter. Vesemir, snooty is not the word we'd use, no, but let's not get into local culture and politics. It's worse.
No.
End of game. Oh yeah, there's those stupid little glasses. Love them.
You all right?
We sort of
Nightmare.
nightmared it, Loch Ness Creek. It
About?
was a nightmare rather than a hallucination.
Take forever
What was
to
that? Your last?
explain.
What was that? You what was that? Your last?
Oh,
The last
some
time
way
you went?
off. We've
What
got
was?
time.
What was a nightmare? What was it? The last time you went to the when you
Went to the
last
mirror
time
shop.
You were in, when you went to the mirrors and you looked at, and
Just gonna turn Sam down. There we go. Now Sam's muted for everyone. Now I can hear Sam, but no one else can hear Sam. I just turn it back up again. Sam, have you learnt your lesson?
mirrors.
Mirrors. Oh dear. Oh, I suppose I could do this. Basically, there's just a very low hum from your end, which I'm assuming is
Oh,
your
yeah.
fan, which you definitely need to have on. But
Oh no! It's probably my. Hang on. Is it my? Is it that?
no, it's just like a woo. It might even be the vibrations from your computer, like just gently going through the. But what I'm pretty sure, I can put a very, very, very low noise gate on you.
Yeah, put a little gate on it. Gate me up.
Does that?
It's alright though.
Oh, does this actually work? Defaults.
Something is not isolated somewhere.
How does that sound to everyone? Is it nice so that when Sam talks you can hear him, but it's not weird and like cutting off stuff that it
Hello.
really shouldn't?
Hello, I'm Sam, and I'm talking with my face.
Or is it doing that thing where it really sort of goes? Or maybe we should do it in noise suppression on Discord, because then I'm still hearing it.
Yeah.
What are your noise suppression settings on Discord? Because I think you have to do it
this
from
way,
your
right.
side.
Yeah, I do.
Let's see.
Um,
Oh, that did it perfectly. That's gone.
There we go. Noise suppression on.
Yeah. We'll just use noise suppression then. In which case I don't need a noise gate on my side. Oh, lovely. There we go.
Started in the guest room at Kaer Morhen. I was relaxing in the tub, and next to me...
Firefly,
Yennefer.
Cruz, funny she
isn't
doesn't
it?
look
She's never been there.
Druish.
Seems so real in my dream, though.
Well, that
Was
was a
she
Spaceballs reference, but
hanging you
autocorrect
or
changed Druish to Cruz, so never mind.
True to life, indeed.
It's all right.
We'll find her.
Just fireworks, boy.
It's just fireworks.
In the dream, I went and found Ciri.
Done
Things-
a 180 on
And
fireworks.
we trained.
You were like, I love
Those were
fireworks,
the
and now you're like, if anyone ever
Little
buys a
sheep.
firework,
Hate them.
yeah.
Kids who were faster, stronger, but none had her character.
I think it's a little bit, when back in the before times, if somebody had a cold on the
Didn't end
bus, you'd be
well,
like,
did it?
oh, I won't
Good
sit near
grief.
them, but I don't irrationally hate
No.
you. And then since the pandemic,
about
if somebody
to appear
sneezes on the bus, I'm
attempt
like,
Ciri.
why are you
I couldn't
fucking
move,
doing
stood
this
there
to me,
like a
you
statue.
fuck?
Why aren't you at home? Why haven't you
Yeah.
locked the door?
Yeah. Why aren't
was
you
just
missing
a
your
dream.
0 hours shifts at work and therefore being unable to pay your rent because you've got a cold and need to use the bus, you prick? Reasonable stuff like that.
What breed of dog? Monty is a mongrel. He is a rescue from Romania. So he is whatever
darling
dogs
Ciri.
live on the streets of Romania.
Go.
Possibly some
Unreal.
corgi.
Yeah, he's
Um,
doing a DNA test, which was inconclusive.
Show me the letter from Yennefer.
Sam, you've got
Maybe
curtain
we'll
wedge
note
again.
Some hint in there.
Oh no.
Didn't
Is it gonna be
overlook
okay if I fix
anything.
the curtains?
We were meant to meet in Willoughby. That's what she wrote. Meanwhile,
It's
one
not
army
the end of
I
the
might have
world
burned the village to the
to-
if
ground.
Go.
All we can do is
I
follow
might
her
have to
trail,
bounce
so...
off.
Stop
This little
talking
boy's
for a
very
minute
upset.
and
Gives you
give me
just
the
endless
letter.
cuddles.
Aaron's gonna need. Yeah, Aaron's gonna need my help with
How
dinner.
about that?
Fair. Fair.
It does smell
So
of lilac
thank
and
you for having me.
gooseberries.
It was nice to have you as always,
We're gonna
Sam.
read it, not
And
sniff it.
I'll see you around.
See
We
you
must
around.
meet.
Right.
Thank you, everyone.
Soon.
Take care.
Bye, Sam. Everyone
Bye.
wave bye to Sam.
Near
Bye,
Vizima.
Sam.
Bye bye.
Nothing else to guide us there. What's this postscript? I still have
my
the
camera?
unicorn?
Okay. Ah.
Stuffed unicorn. Used it once or twice. In certain
It's a sex thing.
situations.
The things young folk get up to these days.
Back on topic. How's it look? How far behind Yennefer are we?
2 or 3 days. Trail's fresh. But it looks like it leads
Stuff like,
towards
wish
the
I could have a
main
dog. They're
road.
just incredible amount of work
Could be
forever. It's
muddled
true.
there. Wait, hear that?
I smell it.
Ghouls! Ow.
Of course, when armies pass, necrophages follow. Let's go before any more show up.
What are the controls? Which senses? Strong attack. You think they get a higher quality image of a controller? Interact. Is there like a dodge button? No, explanation swimming and diving. Combat. There we go. Dodge is B. So dodge and roll. Parrying counter-attack is left trigger. Lock on target is clicking right stick. Okay. want to put my sword away. What sheath sword? That was take a potion. Okay, so that's left and right weapon. Steel weapon. Silver weapon. Okay, so that's a potion as well. How do I get on my horse?
Ever tell you about this sorcerer I knew?
Okay, there we go.
Stop talking about how useful.
So I've Vesemir, I can't hit
Because you
Roach.
can brew potions from their blood?
No, because by eating rotting corpses, they prevent epidemics.
Did he know they eat the living as well?
No, really upset him too. His theory collapsed.
War's not exactly going our way.
We have a side.
The northern
It's the
realms.
thought.
Radovid's realms, don't you mean? Temeria and Edirn are no more.
Radovid's pledged to restore the old borders. Soon
I
as
mean, I
he
know I'm
wins the war.
riding through
that.
burnt out villages with
Gotta
executed
believe
people.
something.
It's a very pretty
What keeps
game.
us going.
Look at the skies. Look at them. I think ray tracing might be turned on. I think there's a couple of clues that they might have turned ray tracing on. And the light is very pretty. Vesemir, so pretty and such unique atmospheric soundtrack. Yeah, lots of hurdy-gurdy like things going on. I want to eat my horse in peace.
How's it gone?
Yeah. Come out.
Gods, that was close. I was sure I'd end up like my mare.
Provided you got lucky.
Your horse died quickly.
Excellent
The griffins
haircut.
like to toy with their prey. Eat it, alive, piece by piece.
Oh. You'd like a reward, I suppose.
I don't need your money, Bolcut.
You don't owe us anything. You were in need. We helped.
And they call witches heartless. Say they won't lift a finger without pay.
They also say mice are born of rotting straw. Back to the trail.
Like I said, leads to the main road and ends there, muddled.
You seek someone?
A woman?
Yes, a woman. Medium height, long black hair. Seen anyone like that?
No. But there's an inn here in White Orchard. Sole one around. Gets its share of travelers. Perhaps you'll learn something there. Besides, the innkeep's my cousin. Tell her Bram sent you. She'll treat you like family.
Not a bad idea. Especially since that wound needs cleaning.
Ah, beast barely grazed me. But sure, could use a good rye. Nice and cool, you know, straight from a cellar.
Let's go.
Thank you to those who have monthly payments that come through today. Sarah, Jenny Munchkin, and RC Birdie. Thank you all for your donations. Most appreciated. Oops. Y is get on horse in a different game, so I keep getting my sword out. Put it away. How do I choose sigils? We got telekinetic blast, fire. Jesus Christ. Inventory. Where's the thing that's about the There we are. Right. So I've got odd. Oh, I've got the control one. Magic trap. Odd sweep. Okay. Quen, protective shield, slow enemies, charming the mind. Okay. Okay, so I've chosen to. Yeah, let's just upgrade the. Ah, but then I can only have so many. Okay, I see why I stopped. We'll get into all this later. Favla, you're doing great, Tim. Vesemir, not a single medium-sized black-haired woman in the whole area. Not one.
So, a griffin this close to the village? Strange.
My thoughts exactly.
I feel like the field of view should be slightly further out. Can I do that? Something I can do with my... Field of view, getting camera lens, graphic detail level, HUD configuration, no. I think field of view might be set. Ray tracing off. I'd like to be on. Yeah.
Maybe it's the war. Corpses everywhere, the stench of blood, burnt flesh. Drives monsters crazy sometimes.
Men, too. We need to watch ourselves in White Orchard. And we should leave as soon
Let's
as
see
we learn.
if I can turn. Sorry, everyone. I haven't played this game in years. So I've been futzing around. No. Video. Graphics. Yes, let's use DLSS. And quality. Oh, is that? There we go.
Come on.
That's looking nice now. Oh, DLSS, you're so good.
A slingshot. Gonna hunt bears.
Honeybee Charm. Hello, I am back. Hopefully the Wi-Fi's kinder to me. Welcome back. Eddie Sourboy chat, do you think I can get in the carpool lane because I have my wish mellow bucket in the next? It's been the passionate seat. And Laser Kiwi has an arsehole neighbour. Setting off fireworks.
What did the folk do? They put the soldier's head back on.
Oh, Squishmallow. Inkstein, this is quite relaxing. I like this. Nasty man.
What? Take that down before there's trouble. That is a coat of arms, the Temerian lilies. They've a right to hang there. This ain't Temeria no more, old man. It's Nilfgaard.
Nilfgaard?
My arse it is.
Laser Kiwi, wait, it's worse than 3 cats. Honeybee Charm, I've got popcorn. Ella Baxter, I need to play this game on my PC at home next time I can because damn. Vesemir to Inkstain. You mean Tim fiddling with the settings? I agree. That and the music.
What? Witches?
I bet these pricks have got a problem with that as well.
I'll not drink with Weaverlost freaks.
I didn't ask to drink with you. Firefly, here in the States, they've been obnoxious ever since 2020. They start 3 days early and go 3 days after 4th of July. Makes me want to sign back up with on the key. Take us back, please.
Folk are jumpy round here. Armies just passed through.
You're mostly
Now a
exchanging for
griffin's
different
prowling
problems, I'm
about.
afraid.
Already had the pleasure. Ran into your kinsman, Bram.
Bram? How is he?
Alive. Sends his regards.
Master Witchers.
We
Food
didn't
and
say
drink on the
enough.
house.
Because all that meant is we met him and we didn't kill him. Like, we should probably say he was being attacked by a griffin and we helped him, not...
There a contract on that griffin?
Nay, not at the moment. Used to be. Soon as a beast had built a nest nearby, the alderman would start a collection, or go to the Lord for help. Now the aldermen don't use the privy without asking the Black One's
I
permission
forgot that
first.
with all of the dialogue scenes, their solution to make it dynamic was have your person you're talking to just
For
fuck
no
off a bit and then come back again.
Shame. We might have done something, but not for free.
Looking for a woman. Raven-haired, violet eyes, dresses in black and white. Riding in from Willoughby. And, strange as it sounds, lilac and gooseberries might have smelled that.
I know, right,
I've
Inkstein?
not seen nor
Stylish
smelt
shades.
such a lady. Believe I'd remember.
Yeah, especially hard to forget this one.
Plenty of travellers about, though. Folk from all over. Might be worth your while to ask after her.
Show me what you got behind the counter.
I'm more looking to see what I've got. Lots.
Thanks.
Karen, show me what you got behind the counter. Honestly, sounds like you're trying to rob her. Or it's a pickup line. Hey, show me what you've got behind the counter. Eh? Eh?
Help you bandage that up?
Please. I'm not decrepit yet.
Then I'll ask about Yennefer.
Mm-hmm. Just remember, we'd rather not draw any attention.
Black One's been out measuring the fields.
Right, I've got a damaged sword. How do I fix things? Do I have to go to a blacksmith? Does anybody remember? Resma, I also thought it sounded like a dirty flirt tactic. Alibaxo, Domino's is so stupid with the delivery minimum spend requirement. Like, they tell me they're refusing to deliver it until I said yes to donating 27 pence.
Better that than burning the harvest. Drommel, you're dumber than a headless
I'm looking for someone.
And we seek some peace and quiet. Out of my face, freak. For your breath sours my beer.
Raven-haired woman dressed in black and white. Seen her? Talk.
Folks say the lady rode through the village a few days back. Galloping so fast she knocked Radabor into a ditch.
Which way did she go?
Dunno. Lots of tracks leading off the main road. Could have gone anywhere.
Oi, people! The freak's taken Micah's mind!
Uh-huh. And I'll take your tongue if you don't shut up.
Yeah, that's right. Kitty cat. Can I pet the cat? Let me pet the cat. No, I can't pet the cat. 1 out of 10, worst game.
There are 4 factions.
4 what?
Factions, teams, suits, similar to club. What a waste of time. The Earth shall revolve around the sun before you comprehend these rules.
Got a minute?
Why not? Aldert Geert, Assistant Professor in Contemporary History at Oxenfurt Academy.
Geralt of Rivia. Witcher, with tenure.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a woman. Long hair, dressed in black and white. Seen anyone like that?
I'm sorry, but him acting all rough and tough with those glasses.
The populace, I know the horsewoman of war is pure poppycock.
Horsewoman of war. What's that about?
Folks say an omen. A beautiful phantom rides the fields at night, looks as you described her. Armies follow her, and all who cross her path meet with misfortune.
I can vouch for the last bit. Know where they saw her?
No, facts interest me, not fairy tales.
What about factory tales? Odin's
Not a
Pigeons
place
cats
I'd
don't
ever
like
expect to
witches.
find a scholar. Take it you're fleeing the war?
Quite the opposite. Chasing it. I'm headed for the front.
Tired of life?
I seek knowledge, which I value more than life itself. I've a thirst no dusty old tomes can quench. I wish to see the Nilfgaardian invasion with my own eyes, understand it, and record it all in my chronicle, my magnum opus.
Interesting. We need somebody to describe war, what it's really like. Not colorful banners and generals making moving speeches, but rape, violence, and thoughtless cruelty.
Ah, I see you lack the polish of the Academy. Rape and cruelty are details of no import to the war's
Womp
course.
womp. He's
Trinkets
going to be
on the
bad at
garment of
history.
Conflict, one might say.
Tell that to the people whose houses burned down. War reached Novigrad yet?
Nope, but it's only a matter of time. Nilfgaard on one bank, Redania on the other, drooling over the city like dogs over a juicy bone.
Many a ruler's choked on that bone.
Bones
True.
aren't juicy.
We
I've never
value
understood
our
that.
liberty in Novigrad, and we know how to fight for it.
Veresima, no, I am not.
The sword
I'm
is
not
the only
approving
way.
that.
Do not
I
forget
take your
architects
point,
from
but I'm
our
not having that
academy
on the
designed city
approved
walls.
phrase list.
Walls no war machine has ever crumbled.
Inkstein Danny, he is so bad at history. What the fuck? yeah, you're right. Karen, good old great man history.
Gotta go. So long.
A moment, Witcher.
Inkstein,
You
if your
strike me
bone
as
is
a man
juicy,
of the
you have a
world.
problem.
Are you familiar with Gwent?
No.
I
and
never
don't have time
learnt
to learn.
Gwent.
But the rules are quite simple.
Let's see if I can learn Gwent right now. I have the Domino's pizza tracker, but it's so damn loud and jump scared me. Right.
Why not?
Splendid. Here's how it's done.
Draw a card from the deck whenever you win a round. Okay. Well, I don't appear to have been given any indication. Are they not going to teach me because this is Game Plus? I don't know how to play the game though, you see. How do I do this? It says number of unit cards 18 of 22. But if I put in more, it goes down, not up. How? Why won't you tell me how to... Not enough unit cards. Is it these guys? Oh! That's my deck. Not that. That's that. Oh, I can't get far enough, but the one over there, not the one here. Right. I was going the wrong way. Alright. Start the game. I'll go first. How does any of it work? You didn't tell me how it works. Can anybody very quickly explain Gwent to me? Odin's Pigeons, you seem to know how Gwent works. The first rule of Gwent is to have fun and be yourself. Right, Odin's Pigeons, you're playing Gwent now. What do I do? It said on top. What? Where? It just said choose cards to draw each thing. No, I'm busy. Alright, there we are. We're going to put that there. What does this card do? I seem to remember, like, that makes it hard for foot soldiers, that makes it hard for archers. So it sets the siege to 1 for both players, close combat to 1 for both players. Okay, so if I do that nullifies his guy, but I haven't got anyone there. Right, so now it's just thing v thing, so I put that there. Farfly, a single turn consists of playing a card using leader ability or passing, which means you're done for the main of the battle will make any more plays. If both players pass, the battle ends and you use the battlefield is sent to the graveyard. Passing is accomplished by holding the left mouse over the button. Coin. Oh gosh. Players may merely left click again to have it automatically placed right. Blah, 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 blah. While on the battlefield, strength values to the player's token. At the end of the battle, both players will have the same score. The strength is tracked per row and then combine them with the left with crowns. The card strength is reduced to 0, it's sent to the player's graveyard, and its strength is moved to the player's total. The player that wins 2 out of 3 battle wins the match. Okay. Okay, well, now we're all like, it's all 1v1 on every single thing. So if I pass, but everything's reduced to 1. But Nilfgaard wins ties. So I should have just kept on putting things down. Oh, and I see, and then it's just... Right. Shit. Oh, and these guys... Okay, so I fucked this up. Probably. Tim, look at the numbers next to Geralt's portrait. 5. Is that how many cards I have in my hand? I don't know. There's cards and a 5. Yeah, I haven't got any archers. Your number is 4, not 5. No, it isn't. Next to my picture, 5. Oh, this number. Well, what does this number mean? These are just numbers. My opponent has 6 now. Okay, 6 what? 6 why? The big 4 is my points. Alright, so I do that. Why did that guy go on his team? And is now... What? You place your opponent's battlefield, cancels your opponent's total, and draws 2... Oh, for fuck's sake. Right. Okay. Read card descriptions. Right, well now I've got this. And that. So now I win. And he's passed. So now I pass and I win. Okay. but I'm just going to add this guy. He only gets me 1, but hopefully I've also got this, because if he's got 8... Yeah, go on. We do that. He's passed, but I've won anyway. So now I pass. I could also do that and then get rid of him. Can I draw? Is it as my dead pile? Yeah. I passed. I won. Okay, I understand now. So it's less about winning one round, because you can always just win a round, but if you play all of your cards to win a round, then you will beggar yourself for the other 2 rounds. Good. I think I understand Gwent.
Well, you've a knack for this game. If you ever find yourself in Oxenfurt and wish to play a true master,
Thank you,
ask
everyone.
for
Thank you for your
Stefan,
help.
A simple innkeep by
Thank you for
trade,
dealing with my
true
very
maestro when
angry
it comes to
tone
Gwent.
during that whole
I'll
thing. This is
remember
how
that.
I sound when
Thanks.
I'm learning. Like, what? Why? Okay, stop it. Be better. Oh no. Isn't this the guy... Isn't this the Hearts of Stone guy?
Looking for a woman.
Like everyone.
Not like everyone. And not just any woman. Mine smells of lilac and gooseberries, dresses in black and white.
2 schnapsies. It'll lift your spirits.
Is this the... So is he in the original game? And they just sort of peppered him in and be like, this guy's going to come back later? Or did they add him in once they did the expansion?
Fine, I'll have a drink. Can we cut to the chase? You seen her or not?
Yennefer of Vengerberg.
He was always in the game. That Vengerberg is coming.
Never mentioned her name.
Nah.
Yet you described her perfectly.
Vesemir, he's
Once
fun
I
enough.
hear
I hope I
something,
never meet him in real life,
never
sort of a way.
forget. Can't help it.
Oh, a Nilfgaardian lemon. You Nilfgaardian lemon.
How do you know Yennefer?
What a question. Master Dandelion's ballads, of course. The only way a humble merchant might hope to rub up against greatness. Unless, that is, he's as lucky as I am.
And runs into a very patient witcher.
It's a Geralt of Rivia himself. The Butcher of Blaviken.
Recognize me from Master Dandelion's ballads too?
To your health.
What do you do? Who are you?
A mangy vagrant. Gone to Rodim, at your service.
Vagrant.
Again,
Got a
isn't
profession
Blaviken a
now?
Pokemon?
Once a merchant of mirrors. The madding crowd dubbed me Master Mirror, or the Man of Glass.
You seen Yennefer?
Deepest apologies, but I must ask. Is this about love?
Of course it's about love.
Guessed it. It's love.
I knew it at once.
What do you know? Tell me.
Blaviken.
Before you appeared,
Blaviken.
never occurred to me that might have been Yennefer. Who would have thought?
Get to the point.
An Nilfgaardian scout from the local garrison saw her.
Where?
At their camp. She rode in there. Dark of night. Black and white. Gooseberries and... Yes, I know. Had a terse exchange with the garrison commander and raced off.
Garrison commander.
I'm not omniscient. Ask at the garrison.
Thanks.
We men of the road must stick together. Perhaps one day I'll be in trouble and you'll be nearby to help.
It is a big Nope. It's Dickhead and Pissface. And their friend Kanto.
Mm-hmm.
Then fuck off. Don't want your kind here.
You mean the extremely good at fighting violent bastard kind? So why would
Haven't done
would
anything
you challenge
to you,
me?
so just calm down.
Of course no. You done nothing. Orson's working witchcraft.
I should really get like enchanting 3 people at once.
You'll never learn.
Let's go.
It's Dervin now. D-E-R-V-A.
Ooh. Well, I'm going to put it at 60. It's running fine, but I can just see a little bit of hitching.
Don't you look at me.
I'm also only
Run,
capturing
Roach.
it at 60, so there would be really no point.
Who knows what the morrow will bring?
Also, I just left that guy behind. Forget his name. It makes me want to go, Vesemir. It makes me want to go horseback riding again.
Magic. A place of power.
No, a wraith. Gained an ability point. I'm more powerful than you can possibly imagine. I think I'm quite strong. I have a little torch down there. How do I activate my torch? Okay. And so begins the great collecting of every single thing ever and ever and ever. To make your inventory completely untenable. Well, I seem to remember they completely overhauled the inventory system at one point, didn't they? What am I currently wearing? I'm in Manticore. Oh, didn't see that. I had a Toussaint's, was it Toussaint's Knight Sword? Where's it gone? It's apparently 29. How do can I compare? Left trigger compare. Okay. So it has more damage, but I've got better armor piercing, critical hit, so on and so forth. You know what? Let's go full Manticore setup. Why not? Resume. Oh, Tim is a fellow loot goblin. How did I not know? Oh, it's terrible. It really is an affliction. Yeah, because I've got armors that are better than the Manticore armor by a bit, but I think this gives me 5 of 6. That charges of each. Oh, okay. Is that because I haven't got the Manticore Silver Sword? I don't believe I have. Okay. Yeah, I'm a terrible, terrible loot goblin. Now, because I've already played through the game, I'm going to try and not be, because it's not the best way to play. Yeah, I'm practically stalking my pizza. How do I jump? Can I jump with a sword? With a horse? Is there a horse jump? I hate it when wolves make noises. Every game uses them. They're too much like dogs. Oh my god. What? What happened? Thank goodness. Bear fat. Ah, repair kits. That's what I need. Okay. Oh, only for repairing armor. Is there a weapon repair kit? Or do I need to... I know, explain. Or do I need to, like, go to a whetstone or something? String?
Giddy up.
They don't know what they've been told, but Vesemir is mighty old. Got him!
Come on.
Military camp. No locals allowed without the express consent of the garrison commander.
I look like a local to you?
You look like trouble.
Dead wrong. I make trouble go away. I'm a witcher.
A witcher?
Oh, toss a coin to me, please.
Captain Peter Sugwin Levy is in the tower. Turn right, past the gate.
Guessing your captain's got work for me.
This is the army, Nordling. There is no guessing.
To the tower. Go.
And remember, it's always good when somebody invites you to the tower. Ah!
We must requisition a share of your harvest. I know there is little left in your granaries, but soldiers are meant to
Let me... is that? There we go. Okay, they've been enhanced, but can they be repaired?
Watch it. It's a Yondrain et Macair.
Can you fix things?
Dunno any.
So, out for a little walkie, eh? Counting the Emperor's swords to lull you to sleep? Well, in the army, we've a place.
That's the most British thing you've ever said, Tim.
The scaffold.
And thick-skulled quartermasters. they got a place.
You're clearly skilled at banter. And haggling?
Show me what you're peddling.
Right, have you got some weapon repair? Take some of those, please. Oh wow. Okay, so it's sort of like upped. So although I've got fancy swords and shit, it's now like, yeah, but everything's better. Crafting. Ah, or you can just repair like that. Repair equipped. There we go. The legendary. Oh, I can have the legendary Viper Silver Sword. Because I've got everything for it. Thank you for my legendary Viper Silver Sword.
So long.
He's got cool glasses. You should steal them. Ali Baxter. Hey, this time I got the actual location tracker immediately. I had to go downstairs without lowing last week. It's barely a tower.
Will your village give?
Whatever you say, Your Excellency.
Look at my hands. Look. See the calluses? These are not the hands of an excellency, but of a farmer. So we speak peasant to peasant. How much can you give?
40 bushels. There'd be more, sir, but our lads, the Temerians, that is, took from us earlier and...
You will give 30, and that will do. Let us settle on it, and I wish to see the transport soon.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you kindly.
Thank you for only stealing them from me a bit.
I summoned only the Elderman and the smith, Willis. But it is said he is a dwarf. You are too tall to be him.
Very perceptive of you. Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
Vatgern. This explains why I did not hear your footsteps. What do you seek here?
My girlfriend. Where was she headed?
That is a military secret.
I'm the Witcher Nilfgaard.
Haven't thrown me out yet. Haven't called the guards. So go ahead. What's your price?
There is a griffin in the area. Slay it.
You have to kill
Then
Peter
I shall
Griffin.
See what I can do.
Why do you care about this griffin?
Because I care about people. The beast has killed 10 already, including a few of my men. To hunt it, I would need to mobilize the entire garrison, comb the
I was
woods,
actually going to stop streaming
organize
in a minute so I
battle.
could cook.
Simply impossible.
Too big a hassle?
No, too high a risk. I cannot disperse my forces. Temeria's army we have crushed, but its common folk remain, ready to answer a call to arms. So, as to this griffin, I can sit on my hands, or hire a professional.
It's a deal.
It's a deal. Some questions before I start. Know where the griffin has its lair?
It kept to the Vulpine Woods at first. I sent a patrol there, 5 young men. A hunter found them 2 days on. They only recognized them because they wore our plate. Since then, the griffin has grown bold. Attacks in villages, fields, on the main road.
Meaning it's abandoned its lair. Gonna have to set a trap.
I judge from your tone this will not be easy. What do you require?
Enormous amounts of money.
Need more information about this griffin. Its sex. Why it's abandoned its lair.
Shall I bring you witnesses?
They won't say anything I don't already know. I need to go where your men died. Look around. What's the name of the hunter who found them?
Mislav. He has a hut south of the village, very near the wood. Helpful fellow. A little strange, though.
I'll need bait. A specific herb. Buckthorn. Scent should lure the griffin from 10 miles off.
Buckthorn? I do not know this, but I am not yet fluent in the common tongue.
Probably mastered the basics, though. Hands up. Kill them.
Slam. Got him.
No. First came idioms. Don't play with fire, for example. Go to Tomira, an herbalist. She lives near the crossroads. She will aid you.
Do you want to play Gwent?
Tamira and Mislav. Thanks.
Es sunt Yakten.
Those chairs could use work. Right. So great. Yes. Well, thank you everyone for joining for a bit of Assassin's Creed and a bit of Witcher. I'm still going to play more of Like a Dragon, but I'll also include this in the rotation as well because I enjoy it. Firefly, thank you for stream, Tim. You did a great job with Gwent. Vesma, since you're playing one of my all-time favourites games right now, Tim, do you ever played Dishonored 2012 games by Bethesda? Lots of secret. I have. I like the aesthetic of the Dishonored series, but I'm quite bad at stealth. Oh, yeah, I'm not great at any games. But yes, the stealth in there I was very bad at it. But I should give it another go at some point. So it's not off the table because they're very good games. But see you over the weekend. Definitely on Sunday at the very least. Have a good time. Thank you all for joining and goodbye.